Okay, hey, cool. We're live. And thanks everybody for watching. Let's see, what are we on? Episode 31 now? Yeah, wow. This is the third film in our Irish Mob Madness Mafia month. And yeah, classic movie, Gone Baby Gone, a very controversial ending. We'll get into it and see. My panel's a little bit different this time, but my buddy here from the Northern English. And what's up, Luke?
Hey, I'm doing fine. How are you, man?
Man, what a movie to pick out, man. Oh my God, there's so much
Yeah,
to say about
great
this
film.
film, dude. Yeah.
Very underrated.
And I'm so happy. I wanted to save it for later, but we got to bring them on. And I love having new people. What's really cool, dude, is I keep saying meeting people like you, Enzo, Lance, and we keep meeting people from Cannoli Sasquatch to Vex. And I love the fact that our little circle keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And somebody I love, respect this guy, happy as fuck. He just hit 1,000 subscribers and first time
Yeah.
hanging out with this,
Congratulations, man.
hanging out with this man, the Pumpkin King himself, dude.
Yes.
Hey,
Doing
So
well,
fucking-
man. Happy
So
for
happy
you.
to have Gord on.
how y'all doing?
How's it feel with the big 1K?
Pretty good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I almost wish I had my next video ready for the moment it happened, but I mean, can't really time those things. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about it. That was a goal I had for a long time. Had no idea how
Yeah.
long it would take, but yeah, we're there.
Definitely. No, it's
How
like
long have you been YouTubing for anyway, God King?
About a year and a half.
really.
A year and a half.
Yeah,
Nearly a year now,
I
so
actually
yeah.
I actually put my first video I ever released was on 9/11 2022.
Ah.
Boy, what a date.
Hey, if I didn't, the terrorists win, you know. So
See, I'm
did
simple. I put down mine is June 9th. So every year when it's 69, that's my anniversary.
nice.
It said so. So I was in a big rush, man. I bought the cheapest. I'm fucking poor, but let's see. I got this is Bentley's blended whiskey. It's oak barrel aged and 40% alcohol with 80 proof and Dr. Pepper. And for $10 you can't bitch about it, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, buddy. So and everybody else, more people are invited. I'm not sure who's gonna be late, who's gonna be coming here. Poor Enzo had some personal problems, but he still wanted to come on. And I noticed that Enzo never saw Gone Baby Gone, which I was shocked because Enzo watches everything.
Wow.
And
He'd never seen
yeah.
this. Oh my gosh.
According to him, which I'm like, man. So, and of course, somebody who just, of course, this movie's got to have a fucking book, right? Because every fucking movie's got a book. Of course, and of course, he's read it, right? So we're gonna hear like the book comparisons. But I do like that because we've seen it. Sometimes the book translations are shit. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're even better. It depends on what we're doing.
I guess you were talking about me. Okay, cool. That's fair. This is why I quit. This is why I quit YouTube because of this. Disrespect.
That's what we said. But I'm happy. I do want to hear your comparisons because I never knew Gone Baby Gone was a book.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be really surprised at how many things are actually books.
I know, but knowing you showed me I'm like so many things. Yeah. Like, wow, that was a book. Oh, shit, man.
Yeah. This is a series of detective novels of a husband and wife based on a real life husband and wife team that worked out of Boston.
Okay.
There's actually a quick cameo picture of them when you go to the Kenzie's office where they work out of in the movie. Yeah. It's the fifth book in the series. I can see why they made it the first movie though. And it's Ben Affleck is also his favorite novels are these.
Yeah.
So he decided he wanted to do, I don't know if this is his directorial debut, but if it's not, it's one of the first.
I think it is.
I'm sure Enzo will know.
First.
Yeah.
So does the series have a name or?
No, there's no. Yeah, they're all different titles. I mean, it's lovingly referred to as the Kenzie and Gennaro.
Really?
She's like a mob. They both grew up together in Dorchester, Massachusetts, which is actually where my family's from.
Yeah.
And they were kind of street kids. Her parents were in the feds because she's a mob kid and he was an orphan. And they were best friends growing up, and then they wind up at the beginning of the book series. She's married to another dude, and he's kind of a player and all this stuff. He's about as close to perfection played by Casey Affleck as you're going to get with something like this. Pretty much everybody is.
Yeah.
She's a little softer in the movie version than she is in the book. She's a real badass, and they toned her down. That's actually funny considering the current boss babe era we live in right now. But they really tone her down, and because like she's actually the crack shot expert, and I don't think she even pulls her gun in this movie. If I recall,
Oh.
I will have to
Yeah,
watch it. But,
he's all
I
property.
am here. I made
wow,
it.
look at you.
I know.
The guy who writes it, Dennis Lehane, is a former private investigator out of Boston. He's
He's
his
worked
books
with he's worked with abused kids in real life, hasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, Patrick Kenzie is basically his doppelganger. You know, it's basically him. And he's done other stuff that's really interesting. Like he wrote Mystic River, Shutter Island,
Nice.
The Drop.
Some good movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. The
So
Drop
he's-
is highly underrated.
Highly
Yeah, did you do a
underrated.
Child 44 with Tom Hardy?
He did
and
not.
Gary Oldman?
No, he
Did he?
did
Ah.
Live. He did Live by Night as well.
Ah,
Mm.
yeah,
Wasn't really well received.
I would be remiss if I didn't share. I was saying, so we were talking about Ben Affleck, this being his directorial debut. He did do one short film before this,
okay.
and it's called "I Killed My Lesbian Wife, Hung Her on a Meat Hook, and Now I Have a 3-Picture Deal at Disney." That's a great title.
That's
Yeah.
Great title.
Yeah, that's okay, Ben.
Are you being funny?
No, that's
I don't
the
think he
actual
is.
title.
I don't think he is being funny. I think he's being serious.
That's
I'm gonna watch that.
that would be a long form joke to come up with on the fly.
Come on, Luke.
Yeah.
What's your next review?
What's my next
Uh,
review? No idea yet. I don't
Oh.
think I am going to do a review right now. I'm going to be doing a character analysis essay thingy.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, before we
Reviews
start,
are for nerds.
I am curious. So, Enzo, did you get a chance to watch yet, or is this your first time with us watching it?
I watched half of it and then
Okay.
I had to go to bed because it was like 4 in the morning and I had to get up at 8. So
Oh, well,
understand.
I don't know how it ended.
That's
He
why I'm
watched
curious.
the Gonba, and now he's gonna watch the Bygone.
Well, before we
Yeah, there you
press
go.
play, Wes, just give me a 10-second. So book comparison. Is this a shit adaptation or good adaptation?
This is pretty much, I would say, this is a flawless adaptation.
Really?
Nice.
That's high praise, man.
With a couple small exceptions, and the small
Yeah.
exceptions are done better in the movie. Although, I mean, you only know. I could see some people maybe being a little bit off put by how Michelle Monaghan, who plays Angie Gennaro, the wife, I could see how they could be a little put off with the fact that she's not as badass in the movie as she is in the book. But I mean, listen, in this Boss Babe era, I think we all need a break from that a little bit. So,
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
but
Mr.
yeah, no,
Overlay-
it's pretty flawless. It's pretty flawless.
All right, good to hear, man. Yeah, so Ben Affleck and his directing his brother, and all right, so I already showed Gord the setup right here. Got the magic cursor here, and go 3, 2, 1, click.
Yay. I'll be right back.
The countdown begins. No, what's I said, like Gord, often, I will watch a film for the first time, and Wes and well, actually everybody, Wes, Enzo, and Luke have showed me films I've never seen before, and I'm like really pleasantly surprised. Like, wow, this film was fantastic. Like with State of Grace, I never knew Gary Oldman was such a beast in that movie. Like, why do I never heard of this shit, man?
I mean, some of these things fly under the radar. You've shown me some stuff that I wouldn't have thought to have watched as well. So, I mean, that goes both ways.
That's a look right there.
Yeah, this is some typical. This is some typical lower income Boston area or Boston adjacent
Boston,
area. Yeah, that annoying accent's going to creep in here again a little bit, just so you know.
Is me?
Yes.
I was no.
Boston, isn't it? Boston accent.
Casey doesn't seem like he tax it on as heavy as Ben.
Here take pride in these things.
I don't know. Is it me?
No, I don't.
Something
Well,
that
I guess that's debatable.
I think it's just he's a better actor. Period. He's just
Yeah,
a way
he is.
better actor.
He definitely is.
Casey Affleck's a fantastic actor.
Setting the bar loader, buddy.
Yikes.
No, actually, but yeah, no. Even his Casey's Dunkin' commercials are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, he is. He's funny when he wants to
Yeah.
be, isn't he?
Well, we've always seen that. Some of the funniest people, like Adam Driver, shocked the fuck out of me. Adam Driver in SNL is goddamn hilarious.
Oh, he
And
was great on that. He was
Dude,
great
yeah.
on it.
oh my
Yeah, he
God.
deserves
Both of his
fucking better.
SNL
He does.
performances
Yeah.
were amazing.
Honestly, the only reason ever to watch SNL is if they happen to have a funny guest, because the regulars suck.
I rate how I like a
When your
I like a
job is to
star.
find
by how much. Woo! Look at this. Look at that stunner. I rate how much I like an actor or actress by how cool they are in their SNL performance.
That's actually not bad. And people say what they want, but yeah, SNL. Boy, you got some fucking even the past 5 years, some really great goddamn skits. They're not all winners, but come on, it's SNL. You throw out 20 skits. You can't, you know. Come on, we have fucking Sydney Sweeney wearing a Hooters outfit. I mean, that's all I need to know.
God
I'll
bless
tell you
her.
one thing. When I first watched this movie, I was kind of because it was around the time I was getting into The Office.
Sheep among the
Oh,
When I
okay.
finally watched this and seeing Amy Ryan, who is in the later season of The Office, playing Steve Carell's eventual love interest as this chick, that was pretty jarring.
Did you
And
know,
also
fun fact,
her,
go ahead.
She's
go
in The
ahead.
Wire too, right? Season 2.
Yeah,
Just a little-
she looks like really rough here as well. But you see her movies, she kind of looks a little bit passable.
No, all these people look rough. You could tell these are
I know.
real people.
These are
'cause
real-
of how
I know.
hideous they all
I
are.
also
Awesome.
remember for like the first 40 minutes of the movie, my brother and I were like, who is this actress who's playing her sister? Where have we seen her before? And after about 40 minutes, we're like, that's Uncle Buck's girlfriend. Oh my gosh, that's her. That's Shanice
I mean,
Kowalski.
you take my little girl,
The
she
mustache
never
dad,
first
mustache
invite
brother.
me.
He's
He's in a lot
like,
of stuff.
Big Short.
She's
and all these other
also
movies.
she's also the antagonist in
Oh right.
In what now?
Prisoners.
No, that's Melissa Leo. That's a different.
Oh, you're
actress.
right. No, you're right. You're right.
They
You're
do
right.
that actually was the first person I thought it was though. So that's an easy
No, you're right. I'm wrong.
Who's a hot girlfriend? Where have I seen her before?
Michelle
Michelle
Monaghan?
Monaghan.
kiss bang bang.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Yeah, fucking hell, she gets
Another
him out
good
in that
private
film.
detective. Another good private detective
Ah,
movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll have to
yeah.
watch that when it gets.
Here's something
closer.
I am confused about because I didn't finish the movie, but is this an Irish mob movie?
No.
Okay.
Not
Alright, it's an
really.
Irish asshole
Yeah.
movie. I got it.
Good
Yeah.
enough.
I mean, it's an Irish crime thriller for sure.
Because I was like, oh, so like the Irish mob kidnapped the girl? Is that what's going to end up happening?
pretty
Because
good.
obviously that's like the theme for all the movies this month, right? I was like,
Oh, yeah,
Child abuse is the main theme in this movie, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I mean, isn't that the main theme for most movies behind the scenes anyway?
Yeah.
Well, the industry that makes these movies.
Look at this fucking view. Look at that.
This
Yeah.
right here. This is just
Blue
so you guys-
collar, you would. Don't
It's
lie.
the fucking girl from the bar. Fucking
That's-
girl from the bar. Thinks she's so superior.
that fucking
Went to
MTV
college.
girl. She's that MTV girl, Ma. I told you. I told
No.
you.
I'm
I
not
like
plenty of
when
fucking lasses
when
like
Monahan
I'm not-
shows up to their house and the first thing that ugly girl says is, "I remember you from high school. You still conceited, whatever, bitch."
You still- yeah.
what?
What, you too good for methamphetamine?
Yeah. Yes,
Did you
I
guys?
am.
Amy Ryan couldn't get on the
For
set
crack
one day
claws.
while she was still in character because they thought she, even though she's from California, they thought she was one of the extras that was like trying to wander into the set.
Shit, wow.
Putting
like,
the
"No, I'm in the
method
movie."
actor.
Indeed.
Get your fucking hands off me. I'm in the movie.
Your fucking-
asshole.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Oh yeah, Mission Impossible. That's also what Michelle Monaghan's in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
the woman he
She was-
marries.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
fucking
Yeah, one of
gorgeous.
many Tom Cruise's child brides in his films.
Yeah, her look is exactly like the novel, but like in the novel, she's like really fucked up and like her dad was a mob hitman.
were in the womb still.
Oh my gosh.
So hot.
Yeah, she's messed her face up though. She was a real.
You're the
fucking
same
gorgeous
age
woman.
as my
Yeah.
youngest daughter.
Whoa.
Tom Cruise is old.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Wait, did you say she messed her face up? She did all the face stuff too.
She
Oh,
She's got like plastic surgery. She could.
oh,
I know,
that's
come
come
right.
on! Why?
Oh yeah, the guy
Luke
from Bosch.
I always thought she was so good looking too.
There's also Jennifer Love Hewitt was always my big middle school.
Oh, she did it too?
chick. She looks unrecognizable.
Oh,
Stupid
gosh.
ass.
All right, so hey, real quick, that little picture that you see up on the wall with the husband and wife at the shooting range. I don't know if you missed it.
Just
That
right
is-
now.
that's the actual private detective married couple that they're.
What a weird photo to take. It's like, hey, can you stand up farther? Like you're taking that picture, and you're just like,
Look at that manly mustache. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think he was still doing Deadwood when they were shooting.
Yeah,
this.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
it's like, dude, you could hardly see her mustache. What are you talking about?
Yikes.
That shit would take me 2 decades to grow that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
You know what?
I mean,
damn, I forgot how fucking stunning Michelle Mon. I don't want to
I
go
hope
on
you
like
look
I mean,
this
she was, man.
Man,
Fuck,
That was
man.
all of our streams eventually devolve into us ogling ladies.
Watch how much you want to beat her up.
Well, this is a sausage fest. There's going to be fucking women ogling. There is.
yeah.
we got
That's a-
blue in here. We got blue for the estrogen when we need
It's
it.
true. Yeah.
Oh. He's drinking all that.
I think that
drinking all those
Angie
damn,
needs to say is just for the sake.
What
I
the
got
hell
two-
is this?
It's gonna be cheap ice cream
Microsoft
this week.
Bing is like a pop-up from Microsoft Bing. Why the hell do you think I'm going to use Microsoft Bing now?
Enzo I got Bentleys today. So
Jeez,
What is that,
already, dude?
whiskey?
Already?
it's blended. See, come on.
But
Bro.
what is Bentley's? I've never heard of this. Is it blended
Me
straight
neither.
whiskey?
It just
Is
says
it flavored?
oak barreled, aged, mellowed, and matured. 80 proof.
Oh.
So
So you're just drinking regular whiskey this time. Good job.
Amazon still.
Cops don't want me
Is it
coming
whiskey?
in.
Is it
I know,
bourbon?
right?
Is it
Coming in,
scotch?
you want the job?
Yeah, it's
Oh
whiskey.
boy.
What kind of whiskey?
So the little girl's
It's
the little
blended,
girl's
right?
missing. This is the aunt and uncle, I
Mhm.
guess. And they're the only one making a big fuss about the kid going
Yeah.
missing. Everybody
So
else
I
is
haven't
kinda
seen the
wrote her off.
movie all the way through, but it seems like these two seem guilty. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing like the whole Ace Ventura Part 2, like hire the detective
Oh,
to
yeah.
get them off your scent. That seems what I feel like they're doing.
Got the damn detective.
I cannot confirm.
No, yeah,
nor
don't.
deny.
Don't
No.
disclose. I mean, you can if you want. I
You
don't
don't
care.
show
But,
it.
But
Right.
these two are acting weird.
Look at
yeah, but
Yeah.
Kenzie and Gennaro don't really do this kind of thing. Their main thing that they do investigation, the fact that they're both street kids, they kind of track people down that jump bail and
Minimize the least we can do.
Yeah.
things like that.
People that aren't really
come
being
right
looked
over.
for.
Right.
They're missing, but nobody cares. This lady, like
Yeah.
they say, it's like every cop in this district is looking for her. So,
Yeah.
and they're like,
It
please.
also touches on that it'll be big news for a couple of weeks, and after that they'll move on to the next one.
I like
that's-
that little.
yeah.
I like the little detail that the
Yeah.
reporter's
Standing
wearing
on cinder
shorts.
blocks with
Yeah.
shorts.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
I would, that's
That's
like
why
blue
I-
collar. He was doing news. That's actually blue collar right now. He's sitting on two booster seats right now.
the fact
Yeah,
that
you
my
are a
kids-
tiny man,
my
Chris.
kids,
You are
my
a-
kid's already bigger than me, so it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel
no.
you.
Nah, I'm
So-
sure that makes you feel proud.
That's true.
One thing I'll say about this film is this was delayed a year.
Really?
Because there was a real kidnapping that went on in 2007. A little girl called
Ah.
Madeline. She's still missing.
Oh,
And
gosh.
the crazy thing is the little girl that goes missing in this film actually resembles her.
Oh no, I didn't know
Dude,
that.
Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
know that.
Way to fucking bring down the stream, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's real. No, this is true. This is
Yeah,
true. It got
I'm gonna
delayed because
go-
of that.
Freaking jumping traffic now. Jesus.
God.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, as
This
soon as we-
also this came out in a loaded year. I mean, I've brought up how strong 2007 was before, but this is just another one.
You don't want to do it after that.
as soon as we see our first homeless guy get murdered, Luke will just cheer up. So
Well, good news. Good news, Luke. you're gonna get your wish, my friend. Spoiler alert. Yeah, no, that's Gord King. That's exactly how you remember
Please,
we
come on.
talked about on a previous stream where DVDs will show you previews for other DVDs and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, whatever I saw the preview for this on my No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
That's
I
cool.
mean, because I wondered after I first saw this, I was like, gosh, how did Casey Affleck not get nominated for this? And because I know I'm pretty sure Amy Ryan was the only person to get a nomination for this film.
Mm.
And granted, I still think
I mean,
based
don't
on the
wanna get in here. We're just gonna
competition,
ask
he
a couple
should have been
questions.
nominated.
Yeah.
Because I mean, granted, I've seen all the other performances; they are really, really good. I would have probably swapped Casey for George Clooney and Michael Clayton. I think Michael Clayton's a good movie, but I think Casey's better in this.
yes, yeah.
I mean, like Viggo Mortensen got nominated for Eastern Promises,
That's
Johnny
good
Depp
fucking
for
movie.
Sweeney Todd, Tommy Lee Jones for In the Valley of Elah,
Help
highly
find a man with
underrated.
Their own money.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Day Lewis, of course,
Year.
won for There Will Be Blood, which is one of the best performances of all time. So
I think that maybe he plays Patrick a little subdued.
yeah.
So maybe that's a thing because and that's fine because he's kind of written that way.
Oh well, shoot! I wish I'd done a little bit
Yeah.
more research because no wonder he didn't get nominated for this because he got nominated for the assassination of Jesse James for supporting
Oh,
actor.
That is a fucking
Same
amazing
year.
movie.
Jeez,
That really
Casey
is.
I have a
Affleck.
feeling I haven't
Man.
seen this one all the way through, but I'm guessing Jesse James is better, right? Is this
No.
Yeah, but not by a
No way,
ton. I
no
wouldn't
way.
say.
okay?
I think
No
Assassination
way.
of
You
don't
Jesse James
think
is
so?
fantastic. I think it's
I
fantastic.
I think it's great.
That's a
It's
pretty,
great
that's
movie,
a pretty
but
goddamn movie.
Yeah, it's got to be one of Brad
I
Pitt's
do
underrated
think his
performances as well.
performance in this is better though.
you know who's got a great performance in this that I think it's kind of underrated is Ed Harris's performance.
Oh
in
yeah, I
this.
was.
Ed
yeah,
Harris
Harris
is
is
always
awesome in
fucking
this.
underrated.
Yeah.
He's
Ed
always
Harris
underrated.
is.
He looks
is- that
cool
guy
with
is
his little
never bad.
goatee too. His beard in this one.
He is never bad.
Yeah, the
It's
bit
a
where he
promise
talks
that-
about the kid with the math homework.
Yeah.
That is just fucking
See,
heartbreaking. to listen to.
you look at Aunt Helene here. Aunt Helene, man,
Oh.
she's fucking sells this shit. She looks like she
Yeah.
ain't slept for days, and she just
Mhm.
wants this little girl back. And these guys don't want to take the case, especially Angie, because she's a street kid and she knows what they're gonna find,
Yeah.
or at least she thinks she does.
Really?
But because after 36 hours, you're looking for a body. I mean,
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
hate to be I hate to be a dick, but
No, I
I
mean, it's a
mean,
statistical fact.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
you're having to go at me for bringing it down.
We've all seen
Well,
that
you
movie.
already
I'm
You
gonna I'm gonna jump into a fucking near battery.
but be with the whole holding the
Well,
picture
I
up and
mean,
saying, hey,
friends,
somebody needs to
friends
speak
out
up for
with
her.
a
Someone,
lot of
this is
people
a little girl
Yeah.
who's missing. Come,
Yeah.
please help find
The
her.
thing is,
I mean,
everyone,
yeah.
but like you said, everyone doesn't look like they're from Hollywood. Even the good-looking people look a bit
Right.
fucking rough. And,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
agreed.
even Michelle
agreed.
Monaghan was a fucking
They
downright
tone her
stunning
down
woman,
with
yeah.
the jeans and the t-shirts and
Yeah. Yeah, she's got like a very tomboyish build right there.
It doesn't even matter. She's still hot.
Oh no,
Oh,
but
no.
like we're saying,
No
like,
doubt.
they
It's like
purposely-
you're all trying to, but it
it's
ain't,
like
it ain't
when me
helping.
and Wesley and Madam Web, they tried their best to make Sydney Sweeney like appear average. You can't, but they tried to cover everything.
yeah.
up, you
How
know?
much was their budget spent on tape to tape them fucking Wonder Twins down? Is what I'm wondering. They're like, get more gaffing tapes. Sweetie's togs are popping out again.
I always love that shit with Twitter. You know, fucking. I want to see how Sydney Sweeney's tits aren't that big. I'm like, who are you fucking?
Yeah, I saw.
See, when
Yeah,
you-
I saw them
the
post. And I
mic-
was like, I love the community notes that they were like, yes, they are. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I just thought it would make cleavage look even bigger, because you're squeezing down fucking flesh here, right? Yeah.
You start to point to start getting too big. Now it gets goddamn ridiculous. You don't want to see a triple Z's or some shit like. All right.
I do like see when you have a great source material and you leave it in, you don't dick with
Yeah.
it too much. You can have this great dialogue. Like that's a great line out of the book too, where he's like walks in the little girl's room to look around. It's like, oh, did they kidnap the furniture too? You
Yeah.
know,
Mm.
because
Yeah.
the mom can't be
Yeah.
bothered to get the little girl anything. She just has her on a fucking mattress, on the floor.
Yeah, I've known plenty
Morgan
of fucking idiot
Freeman.
mums like her. Yeah. Yeah, and this could be really fucking distracting as well, but he plays a part different to what he usually
forgot-
plays here.
I mean,
He
Wes,
does unleash a darker side.
No, you know what different books in cops really don't like private investigators fuck with their investigators.
No, they don't. They don't.
But then legally they can't stop them though.
The taxpayers pay us to eat donuts, and that's it. Stay out of our case.
Oh.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
depends
like,
on what you're doing. If you're doing a security thing, I've noticed that they're pretty amicable. Like that night, you remember when we were streaming that one night and the cops got called on me because I was looking around checking locks and stuff like that. So like when it's something like that and the cops just show up and go, "Hey, we know who you are. Okay, you're doing security. Cool, bet." That saves them the trouble of doing that kind of shit. But if you're getting an investigation, yeah, they don't really care for that
Right.
under any circumstance.
Half of all the children in these cases are killed flat out.
We don't respect private investigators that interrupt our cases of investigating autistic girls that call our police officers lesbians.
it's
What the
it's a
fuck?
mix of that. We want the collar mentality mixed with the union mentality.
Yeah.
Damn.
By a woman who's the victim
Again,
of
private
the crime.
investigators. I mean, they're kind of
By
like
law, he's
outside the
entitled
law as
to a
well. That's
representative.
why the
Dude.
police officers don't like them.
Talking
Depends
about
on which.
yourself in third person's always a baller reflex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I
this
mean,
person is annoyed with you.
I've yet to meet a PI that's not some sort of ex law enforcement of some kind.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, it helps if like if you're a retired cop and you're
Yeah.
working in the same town, that's usually helpful. But I mean, if you come from something else, they don't usually
Look,
care
I don't
for it.
care who does it.
Damn. Morgan
By the
Freeman's-
way, not that it matters, but his character, Herb Doyle, he's race swapped. But I mean, when it's Morgan
Hmm.
Freeman, it's always forgivable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about how he plays the character, and yeah, he does a pretty fucking good job here.
This looks like the bar I was in the other night for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, boy, those guys are those definitely regular average blue collar Joes.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
So this scene is pretty.
I
dang
can't wait till I
intense,
get a
honestly.
tracheotomy. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this scene is this is a pretty intense scene, honestly.
Yeah, this is right off. Yeah, they hit this right out of the gate, so you know what kind of movie you're watching here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Medium Patrick. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's such a smart ass. I love it.
Brian,
This little, I mean, this little bar meeting does devolve quickly.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
this is. I don't know if have any of you guys ever been to Boston or Mass anywhere in there
I
in
have.
that area?
I have, yeah.
Okay,
I went in
so if you-
2019.
Don't need so. I'm from fucking
you-
Hull.
Well,
All
fair
right.
enough. If you go to a place like this, you can't. You say the wrong thing. They go from fucking. That whole it escalated quickly. There's
Oh,
always
yeah.
people just looking for. It's like, hey, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Do you know what time it is? Hey, go fuck yourself. That's what fucking time it is, cocksock. I wanted you fucking get your toony ass out of here.
Cool. Yeah, I remember when we'd party in Mexico, especially like after I graduated high school, like drug war kicked off, and they were like, talk about how dangerous Juarez is. And it's like, it's only really dangerous if you walk into a bar and, hey, anyone wants to buy cocaine? Anybody want to buy cocaine from me? Then you'll
I
get in
was
trouble.
honestly intent on steering clear of any bar like settings when I was in Boston because I was there with
Oh my God.
3 or 4 of my Chinese sisters, and I've heard things about
Oh.
Boston, and I was like,
Jesus
I don't know how that would go down in some place.
Not good. Not good.
Probably not
We
too
don't.
good.
We don't like the Chinese in that area. Just so you know.
Yeah, it's gonna go not good, but not the way you're thinking. It's gonna
Yeah.
be like your sisters ditch you to go like hang out with some randoms, and
Right.
you're like, where's my sister? They're like, oh, don't worry about my brother. He's a boner.
I'm more confident me and Wes went to a Boston bar. He just used me as a fucking human shield.
Oh yeah, we're getting into. Oh, if we go,
You're
yeah,
a tiny
the
little
locals,
shield.
the locals aren't starting it. We go to a bar, I'm starting the shit. Just so you know
See,
that.
Wes always
See,
got.
if you use me or Russ as
Yeah.
a shield, like your body
What's
will
the
be
problem?
covered fully.
See, I have a hard head, so all these guys will break their fucking knuckles hitting my head. That's Wes just used to hold me up like this.
I'm picturing like Dark Hour
Good
wearing
job,
one of
boys.
those like baby backpacks, like blue collars in it.
I had this one issue way back when Punisher and Spider-Man teamed up. And Spider-Man got knocked out. Punisher picked him up with one hand, and the guy was kicking shit out of Spider-Man's body, and Punisher's holding him up. It was fucking hilarious. And then Punisher threw the guy off the fucking roof and killed him.
Jesus.
Spider-Man woke up with a headache. He's, what happened, Frankie? He was kid. You did a good job.
That's a great insult they
What the
just
fuck
used in
is
here.
the
I
matter
use it
with
all
you
the time.
guys?
It's like,
Dude.
it's his ass looks like a fucking Skippy jaw.
Yeah, I heard you say that. Hey, buddy, hey, Tomby. Oh, shit, about to get. Oh, wait for it.
Right?
Yeah, it's never a good sign when they lock the door. It's bad.
Yeah,
Turn
you're
the volume
fucked.
down. It's about to get loud. I go through a lot of Gord, like the talking scenes like this, then the action scenes are fucking loud as hell.
Yeah, we don't. I don't think. Well, that doesn't happen too much here in this. Not in this scene, anyway.
Open that door, Rami.
I like how he never yells. He just fucking uses that same tone.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, to a
fuck-
point.
Fuck
To a
with me,
point.
I'll fuck with you. You get that?
And to his credit, Casey Affleck's not the biggest guy.
No,
No, I mean, he stands his ground here.
There's an old saying that goes, what's it? Carry a big, speak softly and carry a big stick.
no, there
Yeah.
you go.
How's that,
I-
motherfucker?
I think Caitlyn Jenner said that.
Mouth's closed.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Fucking bars closed.
Make me a fucking martini, you fat bastard.
Fuck out.
You fat fucking retard.
That would be funny to go into one of these Boston bars and be like, a martini, please.
What is the holdup, sir? I'm straight from Harvard, you know.
May I please have a martini shaken?
Could I possibly get a Shirley Temple? And please be sure not to handle the glass very much.
Make me a
Yeah.
martini,
What's,
you fat bastard.
What's the other name for a Shirley Temple? There's like a male name for it. Let's not gay.
Fuck, I forget. Yeah, I
Don't
know
call
what
me
you're
Shirley Temple. I don't know.
talking- Yes, that's it.
It's like
Oh, there he is.
it's not
Yeah,
like
John
John
Ashton.
Collins, is it?
John Ashton as well.
John
Fucking-
Aston, fucking
yeah.
legend. Legend.
All right.
And
Is
he's
it
going to be on the
Tom
next
Collins?
Beverly
Is Tom Collins the other name for Shirley Temple?
Yes, yes. And so
Okay.
you are correct. Yes,
There's
sir.
a joke where like it's not a joke, it's a story where the guy goes to like the business meeting with the big boss, and it's like him and a few other of the guys, the managers, they're all at the business lunch, and the boss orders a Tom Collins. And so the guy, one of the younger dudes, is thinking, "Oh, okay, well, I'll have a whiskey coke, margarita." And the bartender, the guy's like, "What? You're drinking at 10 a.m., Johnson?" Huh?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Hey, it's 12 p.m. somewhere.
That's a handsome woman indeed. I like how
A
she was all like
handsome
covered in. It looked like she
No.
was eating Vaseline. Her lips were all shiny.
Sure,
Apparently she's a teacher in real life as well. Before
Is she
became an
fucking
actress.
really? God,
Yeah.
you are good with the trivia today, buddy.
I heard on the commentary and you can tell when she holds a fucking gun on them later. That's definitely a person who's never handled one. Never handled a
I have to
pistol.
ask Enzo Gore at this point. Ed Harris is what, 60, 63? The guy, I swear he gets older and looks more badass as he fucking ages.
Yeah.
Ed Harris
Yeah.
is, like I said earlier, he's never bad. It's criminal that he doesn't have an Oscar at this point. He's
Yeah.
had, I think he's been
I
nominated
know.
4 times.
That's what I'm saying, like,
Should
you
be
know,
nominated for fucking Jackknife as
he's
well.
not like an old man, but come on, he's up there in age in years, and look, he just looks like a fucking boss, man. Like,
Oh yeah. He's honestly he's genuinely one of my favorite actors ever. I always like him in a movie.
I've seen the outtakes of The Rock where he's just fucking losing
Yeah.
his shit when he ever can't
well,
get the
I forgot,
ladders.
what year is this movie?
2007.
Okay, so what's it? So he's 73 now. So he's,
56.
yeah, said pushing 60, looking like that, man.
My first wife had a huge crush on him, especially when he did The Rock. She was like,
Oh, wow,
she
yeah.
goes, she would be like, that is a handsome white boy right there. I bet you're gonna look like that when you get older. I was like, I don't want to live that long. She's like, oh no, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna put curse on you, white boy.
Yeah, he makes The Rock seem more credible because of how
Yeah.
fucking genuine
The
his
Rock's a
performance
better
is.
movie than people
He's-
realize, and granted,
is.
he's the best thing
Rock's
about it.
great.
But that's
Yeah.
a good movie. It's
You know,
a
it's a
silly
good,
movie, but it's a good
Another
movie.
good Ed Harris movie where Ed Harris actually does look old is Mother with Jennifer Lawrence. That's actually a freaky ass movie, and yeah, Ed Harris is
I did
I've
watch
not
that.
seen
plays
that.
Adam.
That
Yeah.
was the freaky
It's
one with-
weird.
Yeah,
You got to know. You got to watch it knowing it's like the story of the Bible, the creation, and everything. Because otherwise, if you don't, you're going to be all
Well,
confused.
yeah,
It's
my
like-
sister can't watch because they want killing a baby. But I was like, well, it was a CGI baby. She's like, Chris, I still can't watch. I'm not big on killing kids. Even if it's fucking-
they rip a baby apart and eat it. And
Yes.
It's supposed to be a metaphor for
Oh,
the community
Hollywood.
of Christ.
For Hollywood.
I watch it. I'm like, God damn. But
Yeah,
like,
If you
I'm
don't know,
honestly,
if you
like,
don't know it's a metaphor, you're like, what the hell is
I
happening?
I
This-
know what the movie is, and that made me all the more wary of ever watching it. I'm like, I don't care about Hollywood interpreting the
That's
Bible
George's mom.
99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
It's like they suck at it.
Damn.
Hector
strange.
Salamanca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
I
James
remember
Franco.
the guy from the town. Remember
Yep.
him?
I was about,
Yep.
yeah. It's all connected. It's all connected. It's all connected.
almost
They've
like
got to
that.
be friends in real life though, because no way was he just another actor.
Yeah, I would assume they are.
Just this one.
I don't know.
Coral, the other two are just base as he hangs that way.
Damn, I have sticky magazines there.
base heads. Are those guys who like base jumping, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's correct. Very correct.
Said Skinny is a fucking bitch.
I didn't know that. Oh
Right,
shit.
he's a fucking cokehead,
Hey,
right?
looks like you,
Right.
blue collar. He's got your same haircut.
And it's
Yeah,
going
that
back.
looks
Yes.
just like you actually. And he sells drugs.
Just give him a green hat.
Yeah.
I love in traffic.
It's
where
like,
he's
y'all run
"What is
along
this?"
now. I got some YouTube to do.
You should know better by now. I'm the king of this motherfucking jungle. I'll let you know if
Yeah, I'm king of this fucking jungle.
Yeah, I would like it a lot better, Blue, if you were more of a criminal and you just like you had your own flat out there and
I'm been tempted to run.
well, let me know. Let me know. We'll go back to the life.
I'm that tease.
Once I
She
get
does
out,
fucking she does fucking sell it here. You wouldn't think she was another fucking actress.
He's a violent, sociopathic Haitian criminal named Cheese.
I love that part.
I'm,
He's like,
I'm scared right now. Like I'm weirdly like
Yeah.
I'm excited and terrified.
I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. He's scary. I don't like
that part
this.
was funny because he's just like, this is not somebody you could mix up with anybody else. If you know him,
That's
you
right.
know.
It's like Eddie Harris right there. It's like my damn dick is hard from either fear or excitement. I don't know. Like
Right. Right. I know mine is.
Plus, it looks like he's seen way too much bad shit as well.
Yeah.
I can't. We can't see the word, but she did racial
Yeah.
remark.
She's
He's a fucking drug dealer. Yeah.
so one thing I'm glad I actually think they did better here in the they don't play her in the books because there's 2 books to this. I don't think they make her kind of clownish almost, like so stupid that it's like you almost kind of laugh at her a lot. I don't
Yeah,
think
I'm
there's
glad
anything
I'm
fun.
glad they
but-
didn't do it here.
Yeah,
Just comes across as a fucking idiot. Mum should not have had a fucking
Yeah,
daughter in the first place.
it's dangerous how stupid she is here. Whereas
Yeah.
In the books, it is as well, but it like they give her a little bit more comedic moments where she's just kind of a goofball. And then, of course, the sequel to this is 10 years later, and she's in it again, and then they really play it up in that. I always thought, I was like, this is the same woman that like is running dope deals with her little kid, and you know, like I don't think she's funny.
I mean, Wes, we're getting 30 years later. Heat too. Maybe when he'll get Gone Baby Gone too.
I mean,
Yeah, there needs to be a
it's set up.
Baby Gone too. The dough.
Yeah, it's not called that, but yeah, it's fuck, what is it called? Moonlight Mile is what it's called. But yeah, it wraps up some of the loose ends that happen from the end of this very well. I'd be down for that. I think if it was done right, fuck, if Ben wanted to do it.
I mean, yeah, it's like.
But then again, it wasn't.
Casey.
It's still not well known in England. I mean, I might be the only fucking person who's seen this film. I talked to everyone seen Gone Baby Gone. I was like, what's that fucking about?
It's because Luke is special.
Yeah,
in so many ways.
No, it pisses me off. No one else I know knows about this film in England.
No.
Have you read the books as well, Luke?
No, I didn't even know there was a book. Honestly, it flew way under the radar. It was a lads' weekly magazine named Zoo that recommended this movie.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Yeah, that was years ago. And this was before Jeremy Jahns and Drinker. We used to movie recommendations came from Zoo Weekly. Lads,
okay.
Hey, you're cutting out, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I could hear him.
Really?
Did you lose him? I could hear him fine,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
And I could even understand his accent.
God damn it.
They've been hanging out with me so long, that's why.
It's what it is,
know.
It's finally you can translate Luke.
Yeah, what's that word? He's indoctrinated me or whatever.
You're like
you're just gonna
like,
learn the way I speak.
You're becoming like Danny and Hot Fuzz, who can interpret the old guy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What's on about?
Well, Luke can do that accent pretty well,
Yeah, that's proper fucking Yorker talk as well, like really thick ones.
Well, I mean that's how our president talks. So
oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Oh.
He's not my president. It's this the book came out in 2004 and they had this ready to rock in 2007, and I guess if what you say is true, Luke, and there was a delay, I think this went straight from print into they're like, we want this for a film, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
See, this is how fucking evil this bitch is. Oh, you ain't gotta worry about a kid missing because fucking God made you barren.
Would fucking know.
Yeah, you don't. He never fucking liked this woman.
Right here.
His character doesn't change at the end. Spoiler alert.
Fucking goddamn damn fucking Ray.
They made this movie pretty cheap. I just checked on the budget. 19 million. That's all it costs.
Really? Wow.
19 million.
I mean, this could almost be a stage play the way that it's done.
I mean, it's like it made like 34-ish million altogether, so it probably made a little bit of profit. But I mean, I think most people probably avoid because I was like, Gone Baby Gone's kind of a weird title. I know a couple people.
Yeah.
I know here in Kentucky, everyone was like, "Is that a horse movie?" I know Churchill Downs in Louisville, like kind of their slogan at that time was "Go Baby Go," so people thought, "Oh, it's a horse movie." It's like, no, it's a kidnapping movie.
Oh, definitely, Gord. So many films we've watched, man. It's amazing how films would just get that cult status 5-10 years later, and it's how it goes. Sometimes, a box office at the time it wasn't big, but man, in hindsight, people are like, man, what a fucking classic.
Oh yeah.
You Scott Flaherty, didn't you?
You know,
the same marks.
See, this is the good thing about when you do PI work and you're in the town and you know a bunch of the people, it makes the job a little easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can relate to them. A guy who knows a guy like that.
Oh, she said the F word. I can't say it.
I'm guessing it's the rhymes with agate, not rhymes with
Yes,
cuck one.
terrible. I'm gonna say Melanie Mac's favorite word. It's like, yeah, she's banned off Twitch over one word.
Is she real? Is that? Oh, really?
I think she's back, but like she was banned for a while because
I think it was like a 2-week thing or something.
She refuses to. She's like, I'm gonna say the word as much as I want. I'm like,
oh wow,
get on her.
Honestly, you could fucking remake this as a Brit flick because that's how fucking realistic and down and dirty this film is. I've come across people like this in real life. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy when I watch this.
Fucking Brits.
You guys live like that out there, right? Like you're all like
Yeah, we
triple
do.
decker, all on top of
Fucking
each other, and
especially in home.
plugging your internet connection into the fucking potato, into the fucking. Hey,
Big
mate,
potato saved
I got
my life.
hey, I'm on about doing a live stream later. Let me plug my Wi-Fi into your potato.
BAKEDPATAO. Big potato.
What the fuck is going on?
Look,
Do you
right?
not watch that clip I sent you?
What's the spelling bull crap?
I think he had a stroke.
Big potato.
Potato.
Like mashed
It says,
potato.
Plug it into your
It's a
laptop.
fucking Luke.
That's your big potato.
He puts a fucking gun to a bum's head. Spell it. Spell it.
Spell
potato,
potato if you want to
motherfucker.
live.
I know, fucking
One of the
fucked up
good
there,
thing-
didn't I?
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
man.
one of the good things they actually do in the scene in the car between them is
Damn.
it's showing how Michelle Monaghan's character really loathes this mother.
Yeah.
Just I think like there's a lot of really good setup and payoff that's
I'm
very
better
subtle.
than you, bitch.
Well, it's because she was neglected
eating
as a kid
clips.
as well.
Yeah,
Damn.
this guy.
I mean, they both were, but Patrick is he's done his thing. He's like a smart ass, and
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
Angie,
the poor kitty cats.
yeah,
Oh.
those cats are everywhere.
And they will eat your corpse.
They
Yeah.
will eat your corpse. Yeah, you
He
remember
wa-
that
body
Mal-
didn't even look like that when he was dead. You know, he's
Mal-
all bloody and shit. From
Yeah.
the cat.
The
eating
cats,
his face.
the cats eat. He wasn't
Yeah.
even tied up.
I,
He was.
we come-
He still had a little life in him, and they were like, "Quick,
I
tie him
come
up."
in after Enzo has a stroke, and I come in. I'm like, bad news. Yellow Cat and Mal Yin fucking ate most of Enzo's face, so we're closed
Yeah.
off with this bitch.
You can't
No,
spell
I would,
feeding,
I
there's a
would want
corpse
all
right
my
there.
friends and family to see it. I wanted you to see my chewed up
You're right.
face.
Cat's probably spent
Mal
12
Yin.
This cat's spent 12 hours on his dick alone. Come on.
Oh my God.
Whoa! as most pussy does.
Can I get
Oh
a
my
to-go box for this?
I cannot eat another bite, Wes. I swear.
What was it on the ref where he's like, she has the dream where her husband's penis is served to her. Her husband's head is served to her on a plate.
Underrated
And-
underrated
And his
That's a lot of
movie.
penis
money.
is in his ear. And she's
I
like, I didn't order this. And he's like, oh, you must try it. It's a delicacy, but don't eat the penis. It's just garnish.
I didn't even get to see the ref till like 3 years ago, and I was like,
If
gosh,
I
I
wanna
loved it. I was like, this is.
I need
freaking
to watch that again.
hilarious.
I don't.
Really good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary was fantastic.
I'm in hell. Connecticut is the fifth ring of hell.
Of hell. I hate these people.
I love Rescue Me. God damn, I love that show.
Dude, you like another like ref crossover with like this kind of movie, you know? Like some kind of shit. Just have that same character show up. What the fuck's happening?
I like that he just plays a variation of that character in 2 other TV shows that he was in. He was in a cop show called The Job, and then right after that went to Rescue Me. After that got canceled. He's basically the same character in all 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's always playing the same character. Demolition Man when he even gets to
True,
in
yeah.
some fucking stand-up comedy in the middle of the movie
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, nobody can fucking monologue like Leary. That dude can
He's
go
still-
on rants and
Does he still get
hilarious.
shit for? Does he still get shit for? Open quote ripping off Bill Hicks.
Well, here's the thing. Probably, but I've always thought that even if it is true that he's like, you know, there. I mean, him and Corlin and Hicks had very similar styles, but
Yeah.
Bill Hicks wasn't funny, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to tell
What?
you this. Bill Hicks,
Ew.
yeah, he wasn't funny.
Oh no, I thought
Nope.
it was funny.
Son of a bitch.
He was
Oh, it's
too.
funny.
He was just like he was preachy. He just kind of got up and said a bunch of.
I
He was like
agree.
Jim
I agree
Morrison
with
when
that.
Jim
Yeah.
Morrison was acting like he was like,
Oh, man.
"Oh, dude,
I
you
agree. I agree with that.
man." I
I
mean,
agree
Bill.
with
I'm
that.
not saying Bill Hicks wasn't. I mean, he's right about most of the shit he says. I mean, you
He
should
would
That's,
get
listen.
because,
to him.
that's only because he looks like Alex Jones.
I mean, he's like philosophical, like Bill Hicks. I
does
like this
look-
theory that he is George. Alex Jones. Like
He
that
does
is
look
him.
like Alex Jones.
No, apparently it's him. Like he's faked his death, and he
Well,
was he. Yeah, it's all. Read into that conspiracy theory. It's pretty great.
If Alex Jones ever goes up there talking in his conspiracy theory voice about how he's Bill Hicks, like it is a
Bill Hicks.
conspiracy, that would be amazing.
I swear to God.
Yeah, they always fucking say that. Then
All right, I haven't
gonna
seen the
change
ending,
the
but
dog.
it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like this. It seems like is this fake crying? No.
No,
No.
it's real. It's real.
It is
Yeah.
real.
I've known people who do genuinely feel
Yeah.
like they want to change, but they end up fucking going back to being assholes. It's a sad thing that happened.
I
but
promise you,
it's
Wes,
true.
this is the last stream I ever drink on. I'll never do it again.
These
Yeah.
people don't mean to fuck up. They just do. That's why they're fuck ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The who,
Baby
the
girl.
her.
I wonder like
Oh yeah.
if there was a case like this out here as opposed to out I don't know if it would be easier
Yeah.
out there or easier out here because I feel like there's so much fucking it's like because you know like me and Enzo we live in these open space areas like dude
Yeah.
like if they take a body there at least it's like a concrete jungle and it's like somebody's gonna stumble on something somebody saw something but like you could literally drive 2
Right.
miles and be out in the fucking boonies out
Yeah,
here, you know
being
what I
like
mean?
a body in the woods somewhere, that's hard to find. Whereas like it's you're in a city, it means she's probably being kept somewhere. She's
Yeah.
in a building somewhere, you know?
Yeah, it's
Because yeah, you would stumble on a body in an alley or
That's what
whatever
it's
really
been too.
quickly.
And Boston and New York are so friggin' big that people just don't care anymore. So yeah, we see dead kids on the street. Don't worry about it. You know, oh, there's no homeless
Or-
guy on fire. That's another
Yeah.
Tuesday.
China, apparently there's like big things in Asia where like if someone gets hit by a car and you have nothing to do with the accident and you help the guy who's been hit by a car, like you're now like responsible for the dude based on the hospitals and the insurance and money and stuff. So like that's why people just like walk over injured people like, nope, too busy, don't have
That's
time.
I forget that. Joe
Who
Rogan
is
stuff.
this? Who is this guy?
Yeah, ooh,
Gordo.
I was like, who's this
Oh,
Asian
the
lady?
Haitian?
Yeah,
give
who
me
is that?
Give me a sec, because yeah, I've seen him before. I just
Yeah,
Look
same.
at this.
Same.
Who's the babe?
Your pumpkin knowledge.
Oh,
Well, the girl playing that's one of Gordo's cousins or something, I guess, or whatever.
no.
She's. I mean, I'm sure she's related to one of my siblings somehow.
Yeah, they're all like built in a lab somewhere. They're all the same.
Oh my god.
Cheese is
Pulling him.
a fellow named Edie Gathegi or Gathegi. I don't know how exactly you pronounce it. He looks familiar, but I'm trying to find what he's actually in that I've seen before.
Are you sure his name isn't Eddie?
I've seen it.
It's Ed. I want to. It's
No, no, no.
EDI.
No, he's
so-
legitimately Haitian. I can tell that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I've seen him
EDI.
before.
I still would pronounce as Eddie. I don't know.
He looks identical to like my first brother-in-law. Like they all kind of resemble each other as well.
Life.
He's a motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I know where I've seen him.
He
He
is
was
a
actually
motherfucker.
he was in 4 episodes of Justified. That's where I've seen him.
Oh, what is he playing? Justified. He plays.
He's
the Haitian.
he's one of Michael Rappaport. He's Michael
Yeah,
Rappaport's
the
brother.
Haitian. The
Yeah.
Haitian.
Yeah.
Is this? I think that's what they call him. I think that's like the Haitian.
Yeah, Jean Baptiste.
Jean Baptiste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Okay.
what's
Good
going
call.
on.
Good call.
Oh,
Bro.
the
Good
thing.
call. So this is one of those things where it's like he's telling the cops, "Hey, I can handle this. I went to high school with these guys. I
Yeah.
know them, but
Yeah.
we start to see why Patrick does skip traces and stuff like this. This kind of level of crime is a little he's out of his depth.
Now, Here
Mhm.
we go now.
Pick up your shit.
Come on, man.
Why the fuck you hurt me?
Damn. What the fuck you with me?
Yeah, that's another fantastic scene.
Damn.
Up your shut.
Cut the tension with a knife.
Dude, you got great abs.
He still needs some teeth. Yeah, show
You
them.
can put your shirt down, but he can put his shirt back up though.
What like that? Wabo smue.
Sure.
You got my
Got
money?
the stuff?
Get him, Luke. Get him. Wait.
You know, I can speak fucking jive too.
Wow. You're all a bunch of. This is why I don't like doing YouTube anymore because you're all a bunch of racists.
Hey, just because we're racial doesn't mean we're racist. All right.
Yeah.
No.
We have
Toxic.
the, we have
I
the voice
fucking
behind
hate
it.
everyone equally. I don't fucking
never-
care. So yeah, probably I'm racist.
Jesus Christ. He's like,
Dad, I'm gonna pull your fucking card.
Pull your fucking card.
Okay.
God, that's such great. I will pull
Yeah.
your fucking card.
damn. Great scene.
Can't,
Getting,
can't,
like,
can't say he
less and
doesn't
less
have.
corrected.
Can't say he
Take your
doesn't have
money and be on
cojones.
our way.
Gravitas. Gravitas.
Oh shit.
That's part. That's, I think this is part of what makes him a great actor. Is he's, if you just look at him, you're like, he looks very boyish, slight. He doesn't look at all intimidating. But then he opens his mouth and he stares you down. It's like, okay, yeah, I buy that this guy could his own. Yeah.
Did you guys ever catch? He did that period piece, The Killer in Me.
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Oh man.
He's just laying it down.
Right here is going to be testifying against you for a reduced sentence while you're getting cornholed in your cell by a gang of crackers.
God damn.
You don't get racist, man.
Gang of crackers.
I love hunkies too.
Do white dudes rape black dudes in prison? Is that ever happened?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
And he just gun to his face is just staring
I'm
him
gonna say
down.
some things, but
That'd be pretty funny if it was like all one-sided.
I like how it went inarticulate. I'm going to get discourteous with you.
popcorn tastes better in prison.
Did you guys get that picture of Honey Bun I sent you?
Yeah.
That's what a real prison honey bun looks like.
You like them iced and large. See, we got.
And
I
I didn't
was,
have
I
to
was
get
judging.
raped to get it either. Thank God.
I should get raped.
Yeah, thank.
No, thank God. Not
I'm
again.
sure you cared.
He said that he wanted you to off his lawn.
These
Well,
fucking
look,
Massachusetts guys, Massachusetts detectives with their fucking badges are like they're like the size of dinner plates on their fucking. It's so weird.
Want you to know where they're from.
Right.
It's like PG Captain Obvious.
Surprised they fucking carry those things around with them.
Got one chance.
I wish this wasn't a first viewing for a couple of you guys because I could show you something right here.
Get a warrant for a tap start surveillance.
I mean, go for it.
No.
Watch the little look that Ed Harris gives John Aston after he turns away.
Against yourself for a long, long time.
See, did you catch that?
Just thought, yeah.
Little wink.
Foreboding.
Don't worry, I didn't. To be fair, I did not catch that ever in any of my viewings. I'd listen to DVD commentary.
I didn't catch that, but this was the first scene of the movie where I started to become a little suspicious of them because I mean the fact that he made a point to lay the guilt on him like that, I was like, that's interesting.
I know I'm not the only one with you everyone here. Like part of me misses the fucking DVD commentary. I really
I agree.
Yeah.
I think I said that. I think I said that last night.
Yesterday,
Yeah. I
Bring us do a streaming service where it's like Netflix or Hulu or whatever, but when you could change the little languages, like fucking if you could just add a couple commentary tracks in there and maybe even bonus features. You know how you can pull up the show and you select your episode, we'll pull up the movie and there's the movie, but then underneath it there's supplemental little fucking making up. How hard is that? You would make so much money if you were the only streaming service that offered bonus content.
Voodoo
cutting a lot of
has a little bit of that. There is that sometimes on Voodoo movies.
Voodoo
but not enough of them.
Commentary tracks, bring them back.
Yeah.
That was like the best part about buying DVDs.
What's the gorge? That's why I buy my stuff in Voodoo. Like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has so much. It's the inner DVD tracks. They have a lot of special features on Voodoo.
Because here's the thing, you could learn a little bit about a making of featurette, 15-20 minute long, but they're all the same. It's always like, oh my god, we had so fun. Oh, the director's he's great. It's all just blowing each other. The commentary tracks is where you actually learn shit. Like, whoa, dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's you guys
Plus, we also learned that Ben Affleck may not have been the fucking dumbass that Family Guy was making him out to be. He's Matt Damon's writing the script while Ben Affleck just fucking sits around fat and just smoking pot.
Yeah, all right.
Taco flavor kisses.
Yeah.
Taco flavor kisses for my bin.
Boy, when the internet smells blood in the water, they sure go after somebody. And right now, J-Lo is taking it in both holes right now from the internet. They are really going after
I listened to that. I heard that earlier. Yeah, she fucking deserves it. She's a fake. She's a bitch,
but we also bang her.
Fucked her over with just painting her as a cold-hearted bitch who hates poor people.
She's gonna have to learn to get along with everyone else. Get a what with who?
Let's go make her airtight. It's all right.
My favorite is at the end when she's working at the taco place.
Yeah.
And she's like, I used to be a celebrity. I had platinum albums and shit. And the Mexican guy's like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, you said don't try to get over here, boy. God damn. Morgan Freeman just laying it down.
Claro que sí.
Yeah, this is probably one of Morgan Freeman's darker roles in a long time.
Ben Affleck
Yeah.
hands up.
The painted
always
man.
I don't know. I don't know. He's always.
haunts
I mean,
my
Morgan's
dreams.
always pretty dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on.
That's it. I am quitting.
Too.
Quitting.
Jesus Christ. Where's my reels?
No.
Hogan's
Do
on
not
I wonder how
reels.
many I wonder how many freckles he earned in this movie.
Look, they're less. You notice that with makeup?
Nobody else knows about
They're CGI the freckles down.
Every time Morgan Freeman explains something, he earned a freckle.
Those freckles, I swear, if his freckles are why I stopped eating Cookie Crisp.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I wanted to be monetized at some point, but
Yeah, forget that now. I wanted to
Hey,
send
that's your provocative. Go
You can
on.
say Cookie Crisps all you want in shows, guys. That's not
you
a.
know, Gordon King,
Yeah, I mean, he could look any which way and have those freckles. I'd be like, nah.
Gordon King is he's the fucking master of the saying. I can say fuck you without saying fuck you.
Exactly.
Right.
I've been
It's
asked
like-
for. It's like, does it
like
bother
Goldberg.
you? You have to censor yourself. I'm like, I think it's a challenge. Are you
I
kidding me?
think, yeah.
You're gonna delegate my freckles to a crispy cuddy.
Oh, you almost got me. There. Oh fuck you, asshole.
Sick.
Gordo gets on his Twitter later, and fucking Morgan Freeman's got a reply under his thing saying, "Your mama honky."
Son bitch.
And Gordon King's like, I'm so good that I can rape you, not even touch you. Like,
Some real big
Yikes.
fast.
You know, I did want at one point I wanted my sons to look at this and look at my streaming after I pass away, but all this racism, they're probably not going to sit too well with them, but that's fine.
Oh my god, I never discovered this about my dad.
No, they know.
Yeah.
They know.
God bless Morgan Freeman. It's gonna be a sad day when he fucking passes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know, right?
It will.
There's a few actors. Yeah, him and Ed Harris. Honestly, I'll be sad for
oh
both.
yeah.
I
Either
know.
or.
So
Yeah,
this
remember
shot was this is early. This is some CGI here. This is not real. What
Really?
you're looking at.
Holy shit! I thought that
That's
we
pretty
get some.
good.
We're switching to drones nowadays. That's why.
Yeah, because I was
There's
gonna say, I was
no-
like, that water is just still.
Yeah, there's no water in the
Yeah.
there's no water in the quarry. That's actually
It
an
looks like
empty
Hollow
quarry.
Earth shit, you know? Like you're. Yeah.
Next
one of
week,
those,
Enzo, Godzilla versus Kong 2.
I'm
no.
so excited.
God, I can't wait to go see it.
God can't wait.
Every time there's a new TikTok or on Facebook Reels, like they show like 10 seconds more footage, people keep saying this is the dumbest fucking movie ever.
Yeah, Enzo dies a little bit inside every time there's another.
I'm thinking it's gonna be all right. I mean, I don't mind the Showa era Godzilla movies.
no
So
bullshit
these
today.
campy MonsterVerse
They
movies have.
they showed when King Kong was sleeping and the fucking guys, oh, he's got a defective tooth, to give King Kong a silver tooth. That's
Yeah.
why-
Jesus.
It's called the Showa era.
No, the 60s and 50s, the early 60s and 70s Godzilla movies were very campy, you know. And it's funny because the legendary Godzilla movies started off so serious, and
Yes,
now
they
they're
did.
just
Because
evolved
when you
into
said
more.
Showa, I was like,
Yeah.
the only, I know that word from like the Showa
British Gumball
Foundation, but
Street.
that can't be related.
No,
to
yeah,
that's like,
Showa Emperor was. It's the Emperor was. The Showa Emperor was around when those movies were a thing.
Damn. Some wild gunshots.
Watch my 9-hour Godzilla stream from Christmas, and you'll get all caught up.
I was so pissed about that. Fucking internet. God damn it. My boy
Shot
Bud's
at. Oh my god!
Something went in the water.
What?
You heard something? Yeah, something
His
went in.
cheese is being cooked.
Right there.
oh my god, no.
Baby doll.
It's obviously a doll. But, yeah, she just like leaps in there.
yeah, she doesn't
Yeah.
even hesitate. She
Go.
goes right in.
That's
No.
that's
It's
One
only
of
2 feet deep.
That was
Yeah.
like
Don't worry.
that was like me in a prison shower as fuck.
whoa. Yeah, no, she that's one of the leftovers of her actual character in the because like she's kind of almost semi-suicide. Like every time they go on a job, she always escalates shit and does
Yeah.
stuff They
Fucking
really
women.
tone it down in this, but that's one of the things they kept from the book, where she
Something
just
about big cities. You don't want to go swimming in any kind of water you
oh
see out
God
there,
no,
right?
oh God no, yeah no.
No, pissing shit all over.
I didn't
fucking-
find the little
yeah.
girl, but I found this guy floating in here.
Yeah.
Several other
There's like
bodies
20
in here.
Yeah, 20 burner guns that are down here.
Well, they didn't find the little girl, but at least the doll was safe.
There's like someone on the other side of the cliff, you know, like throwing like fucking evidence in the same lake, and they're like,
Right,
"Oh, who are those
right at
people?
the same
Shit."
time. Oh, okay. This is
Like
this
I
is a bad
just I
time.
just went for a swim and I solved like 6 murders. What the heck?
Yeah.
It's like in
Are we
Poltergeist.
still
when
looking for
she's
Jimmy
swimming in the
Hoffa?
pool with all the dead bodies.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Fucking
Jimmy Hoffa still a thing? Because I think I might have found him.
yeah, it's yesterday's corpse news.
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys found
Or you know what
Black
else is funny is the guy who ran over Gotti's son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
and he
killed
just
the fuck out of him.
disappeared.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Yeah, he went missing." It's like, dude, we know what happened to him. Like, why?
Yeah.
You know.
Damn. You know, he's like, you stink. That Boston water.
Yeah. you're
Yeah,
never
he's
gonna
like,
smell
honey,
clean
I'm going to
again."
need you to get a lot of shots before you come home. Just FYI.
Maybe she's hiding.
She did it for attention, jumping in the lake, getting
Why not?
hospitalized.
I mean, it's
But-
it's not nearly as bad as like what's her face jumping in the water for the vampire in Twilight or anything like that.
God.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I've seen that movie brought up recently a
just
couple
me.
times, and I'm just like, this is. It's like there's so much
Right.
unintentional
Fun
comedy. in
fun
those.
fact.
Mm.
Fun fact that quarry water, that's actually what my family, it runs through our veins. So I would actually be impervious to that. So it's full
She
of toxins.
She jumped into your ancestry,
Yes,
into
she
your
did.
gene pool.
Yes, she did. She's now got the toxicity.
I hated more Enzo or Gord is like I actually read the Twilight books in prison because I was fucking bored. And
Oh
to
my
her-
God.
To her credit,
Gay.
the one redeeming quality was Stephanie Meyer actually did a whole 2 chapters about the history of Native Americans and the shapeshifters, which was so fucking well detailed. It was all out of the movies. I'm like, wow, you actually took time out to spend detail, of these natives and the vampires in history. It was really well done. I'm like, wow, you had one good chapter in 3 fucking books.
Somebody, I retweeted this about an hour ago. Somebody posted a picture of. I had no idea they did this, but Taylor Lautner's last name.
yeah,
when they
Lautner.
did
Yeah.
like the scenes of him in his giant wolf form, they actually had him next to Kristen Stewart wearing like a gray gimp suit
Oh my god.
for reference, and I'm like, oh, that's so humiliating. Like, do you need him standing there? What is the reference point there? There's
Fame
nothing
comes at a
like he
price,
literally has
Lord.
to lean into her and get pet, and I'm like, I can't think
I thought it was
there's
funny
any
in the
reason
books
other
where-
than he was like, oh, this will be me
Yeah.
method acting.
Well,
I'll
it's
do
kind
it.
of it's kind of funny in the books. They were fucking twice that size, but CGI. Like these guys were like 7'2", and the fucking wolves were like 600 pounds. But they had to like tone them down for the movies. Like, yeah, there's no way the vampires were actually beating them fucking dogs in the books.
The insult to this, where they have to bury an empty coffin and all the stuff
Yeah.
had to be donated by the church and they had to give it back at the end of the ceremony. Like,
Jesus
damn,
Christ.
that's an even bigger insult. It's like this. Look, Irish poor people, you suck, and this is how we think of you.
We didn't find a body there.
So how long has she been missing at this point? And they're
Oh,
convinced she's dead.
Up to this point, it's weeks, but as we're about to do a little flash forward here soon.
Yeah,
in a
yeah. I
sec.
think it's like a
Oh.
2-month flash forward.
Yeah.
First time I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, is that it? Is she really fucking gone? And it moves on to the next part, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Did
Wait,
you think?
what?
Did you think she was gone, baby?
Baby.
Gone.
I did. Yeah.
I see what you did.
I know, but I was like, 'cause I looked on the length. I was like, there's still loads to go. What the fuck is that? What else can go on here? How else can this story fucking progress?
I'm just happy that like Wes called Luke his baby. And
I was
Luke
just glad he had more.
That's
to say.
worrying.
He said, I
That's
looked at
worrying.
length.
Especially you were fine with it too.
I mean, listen. Let's just come out now. I'm not really in Kansas. I'm really in Hull, England. We live in the same place. I'm his wife.
That would explain a lot.
That's why his internet kicks out sometimes, because we have to share it.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Jesus Christ. Oh, look at his voice.
Fucking hell.
So right now, so during this montage, because it's been a while, Wes, what's how much time is passing during this?
I think it's a little over a month, maybe 2, give or take.
I think they say 2 months.
2 months
I'm
later.
Yeah,
Oh,
Not far
yeah, because
away.
yeah, like the news report says,
Yep,
not
2
he
months
says
later.
2 months
2 months
later,
later.
That's
another
2 months
child
later,
was yeah,
era. What is that kid chewing on?
like a shark toy,
Plastic shark toy.
or it's Boston and he just found a
Yeah,
fish in the
but say-
harbor. He's like, ah,
That's
cute
right.
toy.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my god. This fucking my mom said I gotta get more fish in my diet, so I'm biting on this little sharky
He's a
right
baby
here.
shark, yeah.
Ma calls it omega-3 oil.
Ma says this will help me grow. So I could join the army.
Need you coming around with me? It's Everett.
Grow your hair out, dude. You're embarrassing me.
Everett is such a shithole. Everett is like
How do you know
fuck.
that?
Because my family's from Dorchester, you jackass.
I can't remember.
Everett
You're,
is
you're from everywhere. Damn it.
I've lived a lot of lives, my friend.
I can
Lived a lot of
tell.
lives. Just drinking in the. I love it.
Yeah.
Part of what I loved
It's
about
Boston,
this
come on.
time jump in this scene in particular is, because okay, you get the suspicion there's obviously way more going on here, of course, but you
Yeah.
really don't know where the movie's going from here. Like it feels very
you're right.
open ended at this point. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
because- because, like,
where,
because-
where does this go?
It's like you're watching another movie as well. It's like they're putting two
Yeah.
fucking movies out at once, but then you realize, oh no, there is some kind of little connection. This is like a
especially from
little
audience member.
detail.
Imagine watching a theater because you have no idea how long this film is, and you're like, "Is this the second half? Is this movie's about to be ending? Like, what's going on?"
I'm glad I saw the movie before I read the book because then, like all the twists, like I'm glad it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
ruined for me.
Mhm.
Even though this book is the
You know
fourth
what,
in the
Patrick?
series,
You know,
it's actually the first one that I read.
Now, I mean, you would guesstimate, but like, what do you think the reason for picking the fourth one in the series? Why don't pick the first one?
Well, one, it's Ben Affleck stated this is his favorite one.
Yeah.
And I think this one's more cinematic. He does a lot of twists and turns in his writing. Dennis Lehane does. So I think a lot of the other ones, plus the other ones, really paint Angie. This is the one where Angie's the most stable. Like I can't express to you guys enough. Like she's a total wild maniac in the other ones. Like she's an abused wife and she's a foster kid, and she like they go on a simple job to go do a skip trace and she'll escalate it into a gunfight. She likes guys to smack her around so she can get an orgasm. Like it's just it's crazy.
That took my ex.
Yeah.
Is your father? Open the fucking door.
There's a lot of her cheating on Patrick and him taking her back, and so
Yeah,
like this is
God damn, it's like damn autobiography.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah.
I feel like the books can be a bit of a fucking drag to read when it comes to those parts.
They are. I mean, Patrick's still, he's this kind of affable smartass, and so they're all told in the first person, which I usually don't care for, but I don't mind it in that.
It's a guy from Breaking Bad with the bell.
Hector Salamanca.
Yep. Good call, man.
He's
Like
great.
Dark
Oh, yeah, he
Hour's
was
making an
fantastic.
appearance.
Passed away recently too.
Dark Hour.
What we talked about, I never had an Isom Black Eye poster. No, you must be mistaken. I never.
Yikes.
I didn't recently take
Down?
that down.
I didn't even notice that shit.
The fact that Dark Hour noticed it.
Yeah, God was saying this actor's passed away not so long ago as
I
well.
have
Yeah.
no-
Hector
no.
Salamanca. The actor who plays Hector Salamanca.
Yeah.
Dark Hour, you can join if you want because you got the Boston accent. It's pretty close to Jersey.
Yeah, come on, join in. Join in.
Do it.
Join us. Join us.
Yeah, Enzo, if you want, you guys will send him a link. I don't care.
Yeah,
He's got
Mark,
a video
uh,
premiering
Oh,
right
great.
now, and
He's
then
always- he's
I
always
think he's
busy.
going to be on Echo Chamberlain later.
Oh,
Yeah, Mark Margolis is the actor, and he passed away last August.
Oh boy.
hey, Luke, you say it with a Jersey accent.
Excuse me, my kid is abusing another kid. I mean,
Okay.
don't go up there.
Yeah, Isom Black Guy, greatest comic ever, created by a guy who doesn't know how to write comics.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not going to be buying any more of those comic books. I won't lie.
Fat busted cunt.
Damn.
That busted
Oh.
cunt. I
Oh,
love
my son's lovely,
that.
yeah.
she's pretty nasty looking. Oh my gosh. Imagine how much you have to eat while you have a Coke habit to stay that big.
I mean,
Jesus, I don't want to.
Well, they call it Coke bloat
Look,
for a
look at
reason.
that gut, man. Damn. Who's this guy there?
That's the pedo.
Come back to your room.
That's Peter File.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
PDF
Yeah,
files.
Let's get all
that's
the-
how,
let's-
that's how I pronounce it in England. Peter.
Let's get all the jokes out now because this shit's about to get really fucking dark here. in the next
it
episode.
does.
This scene
Oh,
gets
yeah.
wild.
I can't wait to see this video. Somebody went to go see the magical. Well, I can say it's called Magical Negroes. That's the name of the film.
Yeah. I wouldn't bleep it out. Negroes is not a bad word.
Exactly.
Magical sheriff is near.
Again, Dark Hour. I don't know. I'm not getting fucking notifications for your videos. What's up with YouTube? You keep dropping fucking videos. I'm not getting notifications. Piss me off.
You got to ring the bell, right? Or whatever the
yeah.
hell.
It's like they were.
I got the notification for it.
See, I didn't.
Somebody. Hey, what's that? Hey, Luke, what's that term that you Brits use when you figure out somebody's been shady? What is that term you say?
I'll figure it out. Cotton on.
Oh my God,
Dodgy.
Blue Collar, you're in his video.
Nice, thank you.
Bit dodgy.
Yeah, well, it pissed me off because YouTube has they've unsubscribed me to his channel 4 times already, and I mean,
Tagging actually doesn't always work. I tagged B-roll in my Beetlejuice video because I'm having them on, and they actually didn't even know while they were doing their show Friday that they were going to be on it. And I'm like, yeah,
Damn.
I tagged you.
John Aston fucking sells this right here, man.
no, it's one
He's
thing.
still going. He's still going. He's going to be on that Beverly Hills Cop movie. Yeah, the new one.
Yeah,
He's
he
back
is.
on it.
I actually think this is one of the most realistic like cop deaths I've
It
ever
is.
seen in a movie.
Yeah.
because it's not just him dying suddenly. It's like he gets popped several times, and it's like it feels
Damn.
very realistic.
Look at the blood too. Ugh.
Yeah, that's something that you always see in movies is like good shots, like instantly putting people down.
Yeah,
If only it were that
I
simple.
mean, ask Wes, he would know.
I mean, you usually got to throw a couple rounds into him. I mean, if you hit him with a good shotgun, it's pretty good, right, Luke?
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good spread.
Kitty
Exit spread.
Sets
The
him on-
old Bill Bear joke.
Oh
sets
yeah.
him- sets him on fire.
You got a problem over there? Just point it that way. You ain't got a problem no
Shit,
more.
damn.
All right, no more jokes. Stop it. This
Yeah,
is
no,
serious.
I'll definitely watch afterwards. Dark Hour because I've been wanting to see your review on it. Fucking YouTube, man. God damn it.
Yeah, I know Ben Affleck's had a bit of a hard time with fucking alcoholism, but he knows how to fucking make a movie. He
I can
does.
relate.
He's a good director. He is a good director.
Oh,
It makes you wonder how can be alcoholic and be banging J-Lo, but I guess she does that to you.
Well, you think about how many times she's been married.
Oh, imagine this fucking beast coming at you.
J-Lo's got about as many rings as Tom Brady.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Serious
Yeah.
scene. Serious scene.
yeah, this is a fucking hard to watch, this one.
Good thing I'm drunk. Doesn't bother me.
It's so eerily well shot because you're like, what
Yeah.
like you kind of know what you're getting if you've paid attention to what
know.
this character is, but
It's like it's like the Clarice going into fucking Lecter's
Yeah.
basement. Or
Yeah.
not Lecter, Buffalo Bill's
Buffalo Bill.
basement.
Yeah.
It has that vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you only see hints of it, and the rest is just his reaction after.
Right.
That's all you fucking need.
Watches it with Sound of Freedom, the spot with Jim Caviezel. When he was staring at the fucking computer monitor, he started crying, and like you didn't need to see what was on the screen, but you know what was on the screen. And the fact that that's why I like that movie, like because you know what kind of shit happens in real life.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Mm-hmm. Sure it was, you sick fuck. Boy. Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
Jesus.
Ew. Why'd you guys pick this movie? It has nothing to do with Irish Mob.
Wait for someone to fucking break the ice. Oh shit.
Woo!
Yeah, of course.
Was that
That's
a severed
real
head?
part of.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
No,
just.
that was bad.
They only are willing to show
Yeah,
his face.
whole body, yeah.
And only it's
Yeah.
the sense that they're I think the sense they're trying to get is with the camera movement is that is as much as he saw before he turned
Nice.
away.
That-
That's what he saw
yeah.
and then he turned away.
That's
What's up,
the thing,
Whitey?
well, we talked about this, Gordo, like recently, like Lance was saying about stuff that gets censored and doesn't get shown. Images like this, scenes like this, need to be fucking shown. and this is getting this current Hollywood 2024 trope where we can't show these disturbing scenes. Maybe you need to see this shit, guys.
I
'cause-
mean, yeah, I mean, to me, it's like
Hello,
it
white
depends,
guy.
it depends on the context of the film, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
If I think if they had shown a little more in this scene, I think that would have been fine because they're obviously not glorifying it whatsoever.
No.
But yeah, like I said, it depends on the film.
Yeah. No, because I keep telling people all the time, like, you know, whether you want to admit to it or not, you can be a fucking ostrich in the sand. But like, even past 6 months, I've had friends show me some Instagram reels, and like, you know, there is kids out there getting their fucking legs blown off in other countries. Whether you want to admit to it or not, bro, it's happening.
Sure.
So it's like just acting like it's not going on. You know, shit's dark, man.
Mm-hmm.
In the context of the film, sometimes shit, yeah, it should impact you.
I mean, yeah, my siblings, my adopted siblings, one of them went through some pretty horrific stuff that's visibly still evident on her. So it's like, yeah, it's like I said, it's all about context, how you present it in the film. But I'm not 100% against it. It just depends on depends on what the message of the film is, and
Yeah, depends on execution as well.
yeah, I mean, I don't think that scene's any less effective for how they showed it, because I think it's done in a way to where I think like it's what he saw before he turned away. That's why you see that quick flash of black, and then you see him turning away and throwing up. Is he basically saw and just closed his eyes and then threw up? I think that's what
because
they're going for.
recently you posted on Facebook, Wes. What was that quote again about like hard times and weak men? The exact quote, because
hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create hard times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cycle.
Because Drinkers often said that that's the problem with modern writers is they're so, you know, it's like, yeah, well, what was the worst part of your day? I went to Starbucks and somebody got my gender wrong, my name wrong, and I'm gonna now I'm on suicide watch because somebody on Twitter, like, you know, I only got like 10 likes and 20 dislikes, and life is so horrible. Like, no, there's some dark shit out there, man. But people that spend their whole life with, you know, live with mommy and daddy.
They'll give them my name and they'll be like, Angel? I'm like, no.
Or up in some pumpkin. Let us Lord.
Let us Lord.
Dark Air Houses moments.
Yeah, Ed Harris, his little fucking monologue here is pretty fucking good. You know, the big trope with Patrick is Patrick, you know, he's one of the, besides his sense of humor, all the stuff that he sees is, you know, he's deeply Catholic, he's deeply religious.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that he just, like, there's no, like, the guy didn't have a gun on him. It's not like it was him or me. I mean, the dude was on his hands and knees and he blew out the back of his fucking head.
Yeah, because he has basically committed murder, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah, and this, I mean, granted, I'm not Catholic. I'm a Christian. I mean, I'm a Protestant.
Don't worry.
It's like I may be a Protestant, but it's like, yeah, his perspective I completely related to, because I'm like, I mean, you see both sides of this. And that's part of what makes this scene so good, is you're seeing both sides of this debate, but at the same time, it's like there is a detail in this that's really important that he realizes during this scene. He's like, wait a minute.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like he's almost just been as bad as the very people he's gone after as well.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like for the audience, it's like this is a really good way to play with your audience. Is your audience is going to get caught up in their discussion. And then when Casey Affleck reveals what he noticed about this conversation, you're like, oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things you get on a rewatch and you're like, you start seeing all the stuff you missed on the first one. And you're like, oh.
I forgot. Ed Harris, he's a detective, correct?
Yes, he's a detective.
It's just funny, like, why is he fucking drinking with a paper bag for? You think detectives have some leniency? We drink.
Well, okay. Well, two things. Well, okay, good question. That's actually a good question. Number one, it's like there's an expression, everything's fucking illegal in Massachusetts. And then there's another one, which is he's actually been relieved of duty. Everything they did was illegal right there. Like the captain gets that forced retirement. You know, they lost one of their guys. He winds up not getting any of his death benefits because everything they just did was illegal. Now the cops do cover up a lot of it, so like Patrick gets a pass, and it's gone into a little bit more, but you can kind of infer that. You know, it's like there's a scene later at a funeral where one of the cops just pulls up on him and is like, "Hey, good fucking job with that guy." You know, so I mean, you know, it's kind of understood that that's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, this fucking speech right here that Ed gives, like, I believe him in this scene.
Oh yeah, well this is part of what makes for compelling heroes and villains is they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and this
And
movie
you
is
kind of
basically
almost you kind of almost cheer him on a little bit as well, even though it's wrong. But it's,
I
no, it is wrong.
100%,
It is wrong.
I 100% cheer him on when he says this line here
Yeah.
about if you hurt a child and you see me coming your way, you better get the fuck out of my way because I'm gonna lay you down. Like I believe him.
Yeah.
Right.
Here we go.
You gotta take a side. You molest a child. You beat a child. You're not on my side. If you see me coming, you better run because I'm gonna lay you the fuck
Pretty
down.
sure you're breaking the screen sharing
No,
rule.
you know,
there.
no, I've said we've had streams where, you know what, then if YouTube demonetize me, fuck that. That's worth it.
No, that's a
I don't
good.
Good
care.
for you. Good for you taking a stand. I like you. Your morals have gotten better since you shaved your head and took down your black person poster. I like you.
Oh my
Just missing that Hey, we're not
Those two
friends.
things
we're
are
enemies,
unrelated,
okay?
alright?
We must not be enemies.
Hey, you got to take a side.
Yeah, that fuck guys.
You can make that your lounge. You can make that your lounge reel. I'm getting canceled anyway. Fuck it. I don't care.
Thing is, Ed Harris's copy is kind of morally corrupt, but it's never for personal gain. He actually, he does actually care about fucking the safety of good people. He does.
Let me ask you
believe
guys
in
this:
good and
who
evil.
in this stream has kids besides me and Chris? Does anybody?
No.
None that
I
I
do not.
know of. I am unvaccinated though, so I'm going to start donating my semen like
There you
crazy.
go.
Breeding horses.
There you go.
You guys that don't have kids, you have little brothers or sisters, maybe?
Obviously,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Lots.
if somebody hurt them and they got away with it, right? And I don't even want to like put the picture in your brain of
Yeah.
what kind of, but just hurt them in some kind of way. Would somebody like me be somebody and the police didn't do anything? Would you call me and fucking help you fucking deal with it? And would you
Yeah.
question the manner in which I did it?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be as fucking ruthless as the people you go after.
Fuck them kids.
Nice, Dark Hour. Jesus Christ. But fucking Dark Hour is like, I'm gonna derail the stream a little bit here. You guys are.
But I mean, it's
fuck the
like
kids
put
in
it this way:
Jersey.
if I heard somebody had done something to, I know at the very least it's hard to put yourself completely in that scenario. But I know if I found out somebody vigilante style took out the person who hurt them, I'd be like, well, that's how it goes, isn't it? I'd be like, I wouldn't feel bad for him. I mean, even just like the sister I have that went through a lot of stuff, it was probably done to her by her biological father. If somehow, some way I found out who that was and something awful had happened to him, I'd be like, well, then that's what happened to him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does scare me nowadays that we go through this. You know, oh man, the fact that we even some people, you know, the whole like, well, if you hurt a kid, it's okay. You just do like 10, 20 years. Like, nah, the fact that we have to still debate that, like, and some people just like, you know, they want to like, oh, maybe they can be rehabilitated. No, they can't be.
No, they can't. They
I
cannot
don't
be
care about the
rehabilitated.
rehabilitation. It's like there's some things you do. It's like, look, rehabilitated or not, you're staying in prison.
Nazis have a fucking compulsion that can never be changed.
Gord, game seedlings.
It's like, well, they're from a pumpkin patch far, far away. So
I said
being
no,
Chinese,
when I
but
was still in county jail, getting transferred over to state prison. I read this no bullshit. This guy, an article. This guy, I'll never forget it. But they took my belongings going to state prison. This guy was a friggin' counselor. He was a counselor, and he was a counselor for damaged, battered teens. And the fact that he got caught doing things to about 24 kids, boys and girls. This guy got less time. No bullshit. Hand to God of my kid. This guy got less time than I got for fucking possession of marijuana. And he was doing things to kids that were going to therapy for already being damaged. And I'm like, well, we have a fucked up system, don't we, guys?
Yeah, we
probably
do.
the people that run the system are into that stuff. Then don't
Yeah.
be surprised.
I never
A
forget
lot
this
of awful
article.
people in
I
the
actually
system.
kept the news. I kept the newspaper article, but when you transfer from your county jail to downstate correctional facility, they take all your shit because that really pissed me off. I'm like, you're giving me how much fucking time for a green plant? And this guy was fucking, on repeat offense like 24 kids, and he's getting less time than me. Wait, what? Jesus Christ!
The only therapy.
Yeah, it's like
they
that
need
dude
is
belongs in a
therapy.
box.
Yeah. Well, that's why, I mean, I joke with toxic, but some of part of my leniency too. People, I met guards like, Chris, I've been a guard for 18 years. You're the first guy I see when the fucking marijuana charge in prison. He's like, who did you piss off?
I do wonder about that too, buddy. You got a lot of time for just fucking weed, but whatever.
I met so many black guys from New York City. Like, yo, Chris, what's going on, man? This is my third bid. And he's like, I had coke and meth, and you got weed? It's like, well, technically it's illegal, man. But plus, and again, like the whole like white privilege and stuff. I'm like, well, the judge did
He didn't see yours. He didn't see yours. He was like, he must have looked at your fucking DNA fucking report, and he was like, oh, look at this fucking native getting out of hand. This nah, fuck this. He's off the reservation.
Yeah, I'm like, who did I piss off? Jesus Christ, I had fucking weed, dude.
So this is what's his name in The Wire? What do they call him on The Wire?
Don't know. I know the actor's called Omar Epps. He passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh no, it's Omar. Omar
from The Wire, right?
Omar Little.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also great in The Road. He's the guy that tried to steal their shopping cart with no thumbs.
Yeah. The actor is Michael Kenneth Williams.
Okay.
He was also great in
he's dead too. I'll be damned.
Is he fucking really?
Yeah, he died a while ago.
Why did he? How did he die?
Love you hanging out, dude. Come on, you're most welcome.
I was teasing Russell. He had cancer? I didn't know that.
I'm not positive of that, but I think he might have died of cancer. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Izmir, Dark never came into our comments until Gord King joined us. You know?
Yeah, right. It's suspicious. It's suspicious.
You douche.
On to you.
Very suspicious. By the way, Russell, if you're still listening, I am planning on going to a bar and getting in a fight somewhere in New York or Jersey. I need you to come with me.
Okay, so that's not how he passed. He died from a fatal dose of heroin laced with fentanyl.
Jesus.
God,
Heroin is bad, but fentanyl, that's a
Fentanyl,
fucking,
man.
that's a killer that doesn't get much news.
That's I was I figured it was cancer because they didn't say a lot about it, but I was like, wow.
Jesus.
The fact that I can Russell,
oh my gosh.
Is it
a dark hour indeed.
Yep.
Quite a dark hour.
Yeah.
Trying to take food at their mouths.
I didn't know. So the 2021, you guys said he passed?
Yep.
No shit.
54.
Damn, bro.
Heroin and fucking fentanyl. Jesus Christ.
So
this stream is a real feel good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're happy.
Oh, thank God. Michelle Monaghan out of the shower.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah.
That means she's done getting naked.
From Black Eyed Diamond.
Yes, I definitely packed up inside my trousers.
Trousers. That's so British.
So Patrick has basically accidentally uncovered what actually happened the night Amanda McCready went missing. So,
or at least he's pieced together a lot of it.
He's got a good idea of it right now.
What is it?
So, Remy Berchot, Ed Harris, he made a slip and said that he nailed Ray Lukansky, giving him hey, he had an abused, he gave me a snitch on a guy who was abusing a kid, yada, yada, yada. But previously he had said he'd never met Ray before. So he didn't know him. And then on top of that, they don't hire felons to go work at the place that
You're an enemy to me.
the uncle works at. The uncle here, he works at a place that doesn't hire felons. And he had said, hey, I took a hard fall 10 years ago, yada, yada. So he looks and finds out there's a connection between the two guys. So, and that's how it.
It's on music.
I'll bet you that's some. Is that some of that Enrico Morricone?
Like a ukulele.
Ennio Morricone? No.
Oh, sorry.
Enrico Morricone is like his retarded brother, basically.
I
can be your hero, baby.
I can take away the pain.
That's it?
Yeah, the Lionel.
Yeah, great. Fucking my copy's buffering now. Got that fucking circle.
Oh,
pain in the ass.
Change your server to MyCloud.
You guys got to start switching over to hard media. I got to tell you, hard media just almost very seldom lets me down.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't.
Come on.
I don't have a DVD player anymore.
Fucking joking.
That's funny. I actually got a DVD for one of my young bartender friends. I handed it to her. She goes, "What do you want me to watch this on?" I'm like, I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I have nowhere to put this. I was like, you don't have a DVD player? She goes, no, I don't have a fucking
No.
DVD player, Grandpa.
Do you
Grandpa.
tell her you fucking use a disc to freaking do lines of coke off of?
Right. That's probably what she would have done with it. Oh, God. That's crazy.
Witness testified to my version. The jury believed him.
Because he was a cop.
He was a cop, yeah. What'd you call Remy there? He's a cop.
He's a cop.
I'll line it there.
He's a cop killer.
Arguing, they were being loud. So you called Remy, and you and him took a man.
Oh, shit. Get him.
Just peeling back layers here.
Yep. Like a pumpkin.
Yeah. We don't have many layers. It's just one hard shell and then seeds.
Everybody else, you saw a bag of money, you wanted it, and you thought you could get away with it. But B called the media and made a big thing.
So in other words,
fucking dialogue, man. God damn.
Stupenzo, you were half right.
Okay.
So B,
Well,
the
more like-
redheaded lady, she is kind of the most. I mean, aside from the little girl, is probably the next most tragic person in this.
Yeah,
she actually wants what's best for her niece,
Mm.
and but her husband did all this behind her back. But
wow,
how much of this is true even is
3 shots, Cuddy, and a tall.
you know up for discussion.
3 shots of Cuddy. 3 shots of Cuddy and a tall boy.
Cuddy.
Wes, what
Cuddy
is that?
Shark? Isn't Cuddy Shark like a beer?
No.
Oh shit! Oh man, I'm getting. Oh my
Is it
god!
Cuddy
Are you
Shark?
okay?
Is that a...
Oh
Blue,
my
Blue,
god!
are you,
Oh.
Blue, are you okay?
Yes.
Blue, are you okay?
What is?
Oh, shit. Oh, all right, hold on.
They spilt a little bit.
Jesus Christ, you bastard!
You're the kind of guy that would like slurp it off the table and shit. Jesus Christ. In front of the waitress. She'd be like, sir.
This is like porn. This is like porn for blue collar.
You like you get like a thin napkin, you soak it up,
Like,
and you
I'll
eat
give
the
you a
napkin.
free shot if you promise to never do that again. Okay.
Hey, Chris, where the hell's your pants at?
Can you imagine that, Blue? 23 years of sobriety and you go and fuck it up?
No, I can't imagine 20 years. I can't.
Well,
imagine 20 I
if
can't
ever
imagine 20
there was a situation to do it, he's in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I can't imagine 23 hours.
Yikes.
Go.
Come on.
I bet his line of thinking is, well, I'm either about to be dead or in jail, so might as
Yeah.
well.
Pretty much. Oh man, look at that.
I was reading her story when Helene and Ray come home. They didn't know I was there.
I'm gonna start crying.
Not because of the tragic kidnapping, but because of the spilt alcohol.
Oh, look, Wes, right now, the drinker recommends Shogun. You bastard! God
Baseheads.
damn it! I got that notification.
No, no.
Oh, the YouTube world.
Yeah.
Was a drinker actually review Shogun?
It's funny how after me and Lance say drinker watch Shogun, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna start watching it. Like, you son of a bitch.
I mean, isn't that every video he does? Someone telling him to watch something? Hey, drinker, watch Paris, Texas. So that way everyone can start talking about how Paris, Texas is
Yeah.
good all of a sudden.
I told him off as a
'Cause
drinker.
Hey, drinker, watch Debbie Does Dallas.
I want you to
I've
play
been
Hell.
saying for years, Paris, Texas, and I swear to God, if Drinker did it, all you fuckers would be like, dude, Paris, Texas, I watched it. It was really good.
I told him to start playing Hell Divers next year. He's like, hey guys, I've been playing Hell Divers. I'm like, uh-huh.
Listen, they're not all winners. I'm still not going to watch the Lighthouse or the
Lighthouse is
Expanse.
cool.
Lighthouse is pretty awesome.
The
It was,
Expanse is amazing, I'm hearing.
I'm not watching it.
I tell you one thing, Lighthouse though, Defoe, he has this one like 10-minute monologue. That shit was fantastic.
I quite like the Lighthouse.
I mean, to his credit, Wes, yeah, I get your point, but Defoe, does Defoe? He's like Ed Harris. Does he ever give a bad performance?
No, I can't think of one.
No.
He started shooting. Panicking.
Damn. So much gunfire.
Gunfire.
I see what you, for a sec, I've seen this movie so many times and read the book, but Gordo, when you said what you just said a minute ago, I
might
was
be
like,
lying.
wait, what is he just saying? And then now I just watching this little flashback or faux flashback, I'm catching what you're throwing. It's,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, it's almost like he's lying, Wes.
It's almost like he's lying
Real hot.
As a wise man once said,
right through his big mustache.
There's one line Wes, a wise man once said.
Details matter.
There you
That mustache is a filter for truth.
go. God damn it.
Hey, I'm filming Deadwood. Give me a fucking break on the mustache, okay? Stop putting
Yeah.
my chops on it.
Yeah. Did he have this mustache when he played the Irish criminal in Sons of Anarchy as well?
No, I didn't. I think it was it's clean shaven.
Boy, he went out like a fucking boss in that one, boy.
Oh, God,
man.
Yeah, slashed his fucking cheeks and then got fucking cut off.
Stabbed him into through his shoulders and shit.
Like a fucking pot roast there.
I'm trying to remember how he went out in Sons of Anarchy. It's been so long since I watched it.
They made it look like the IRA pulled a hit and killed the FBI agent.
Yeah, they gave him the Chelsea grin. Gave him the
Okay.
Chelsea grin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I recognize that voice even through the mask. It's like I've seen this actor before. You know what Bodice is that shithead?
Hey, you sound a little Ed Harris like. Has anyone told you that?
Dude shot Luke in the face. Shut the fuck up.
Just keep rapping away.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking bashes me with a gun. I'm just saying, you sound like Ed Harris.
Looks like
Shut the
that looks
fuck
like
up.
a really pale Tony Dungy mask. Football fans would think that's funny. Or
Oh,
racist.
shit.
God, Amanda McCready was taken by Remy Broussard.
He's wearing a mask with no fucking gums.
God damn it, Remy Broussard. Amanda McCready was taken by Remy I told him we took him for ransom. I told him.
Oh boy.
I told him.
Took for ransom. I did it, yeah. Right, please. What mask is that anyway?
I thought maybe it was like Popeye or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
It might be Popeye. Yeah.
The fucking them Boston bartenders, man. God damn.
Yeah.
They're always tacky.
In the book, he thinks to take away Patrick's gun, but it's actually he forgets that she's got a piece and she pulls hers out from under the table and pops him.
Yeah.
I kind of like this way better. I kind of, a little more unexpected, a little less Hollywood. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, Ed Harris took 2 shots at the chest. He's still moving. Holy shit.
I mean, that's yeah. That's why you got to do. That's why you got to do the Mozambique. 2 in the chest, 1 in the head.
Yeah, because Wes, isn't the thing even chest shots? As long as you're not hitting vital organs, you can survive that, right?
Yeah, and you can also die getting shot in the toe.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
shocking it.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
Shock-
spots,
shock
there's spots
and
that you can get shot in that could kill you that you wouldn't even think of.
Yeah. So how was the whole fucking 50 Cent got shot 9 times and he walked away from that? Fuck that.
I mean, it depends on what you get hit with, how many times you get hit, how fast you get to the hospital.
Yeah.
The miracle of gunplay is the rule as opposed to the exception. That's why they train people who have to shoot for a living. They train you in a certain way so that you do.
He's like the bartender wasn't fucking around. So-
Yeah, that would actually, if he'd have died right there, that would actually been a really cool, like just like
Yeah.
that's your last line. That bartender wasn't fucking around.
Wes knows what the fuck the bartender.
Yeah, don't fuck with the bartender.
Damn, poor Ed Harris.
He's like you said, Gordo. He's a really tragic character.
Say yes.
Yeah. It's like whether you agree with him or not, it's like he certainly stands on principle.
Yeah.
It's kind of true though. It's like he's sitting there bleeding to death. What are you gonna do? Shoot me, kid?
Yeah.
kind of late there, son. That's right. I forgot. So Enzo. So everything now. This is all new to Enzo. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you never seen this either, Enzo?
Yeah.
Nope.
Or at least not to this point, I guess you say.
It had been a while since I'm kind of glad I watched this this
Yeah.
morning when I woke up because of the way this is the way we're doing it this way. That way I'm a little more fresh on it. But yeah, this was only the second time I had watched it.
Really?
Yeah, it had been a while since I'd actually gone around and seen this.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it more now because I really like it a lot
Dude,
more
the
the second
fucking music,
time.
man, ain't helping.
Why shouldn't his head fall back? That makes no sense at all.
I mean, I never been shot in the chest, so I don't know.
No, but I mean, when you die, you go limp. So I mean, why the fuck is his head?
The only
sitting
thing I know
upright?
for sure is he would have shit himself. That's all I know for sure.
People die, they void their bowels.
They do. They do.
They do.
Yeah, it's like
Actually-
fucking South Park where everyone's just fucking dying and shitting themselves.
Yeah, people joke about that, but I did hold
How many death row inmates pick like the grossest last meal possible just so when they crap themselves it's especially awful.
They charge people money.
Cleans it up.
I want a vindaloo, tikka masala, some enchiladas, some tacos.
How about
left.
a creme brulee?
I'm
How about
really-
a creme brulee? What's that
Yeah.
gross shit that you guys eat over there in the UK all the time? What is that?
Come on. We have some decent food when you go to the right pub.
No, you
Is
don't.
it?
Yeah.
Is it
Like
though?
Sunday roast. Come on, roast beef.
I
It's
saw
mash.
I saw a YouTube video where they were handing out school kids baconators, and those kids were like, "Oh my god, this is so I can't do British accent." They're like, "This is so amazing! Oh, this is so." They put the bacon right next to the cheese.
It was a call.
Yeah, but you also have to understand, like, the British versions of shitty American food are much better in England because they don't have all the
Vindaloo.
crap in them.
Vindaloo.
Yeah, I do.
By
like
the way, this
vindaloo.
scene's also
Spicy
important
Indian
here
food.
because you get the detail of when he had the call read back to him. They're like, "That's not
Yeah,
something
they don't
we
have
do." He's like, "What are you
transcripts.
talking about?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "Really?" So this is kind
So
of
other guys lying, other cop.
Yeah, so Morgan Freeman's lying. It's like, oh,
They're
everybody
all in
was
on
lying
it.
to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Well,
During-
also that little
Every
scene
time
that the confession we just got was a lie as well. Or at
But
least
the
it
reason
was-
they're lying is so they could steal the money from the Haitian.
Well, that's what he initially thought. This was all about stealing the money and getting a payday, but
Yeah.
it's more than that.
God damn
That
it.
was, I mean, that was certainly a part of it, but what happened to the girl is a little different.
You know the movie's ending because we're seeing like all these like flashbacks from earlier with an echo on it. Remember
Yeah,
in
this
the
is
movie
this is
when
where
that happened?
Shyamalan. This is where Shyamalan starts throwing like all the water
Yeah.
everywhere, and
This,
it's
this-
Morgan
this-
Freeman's weakness.
Yeah, this is
What a twist.
this is when fucking Kaiser Soze starts walking normally
Yeah.
right here.
That's because black guys can't swim.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's an old Noir trope.
You know, I know two people that have drowned in the San Marcos River, and they were
Well, this-
both black dudes.
Not a lot of water in Africa. Come on.
So this is also tragic because, like I said, she was really fucked up. The Angie character is really fucked up, and Patrick had kind of like brought her out of that in like 5 novels, and this is like the 6th or 7th novel. I don't know which one. And
Angie's
this
Casey's
destroys them.
girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
Right.
she's Michelle. Yeah,
Yeah.
Angie's Michelle Monaghan.
Full English Bricky. Roast dinner, it's all we all about.
Ooh, let me splay for you,
we're so
boy.
tired
Let me
last
give
night.
you a power stance.
Oh, yeah.
I was told. It's a shame.
Yeah, good love roast dinner. Goes down for
It's hard to understand
nice,
that.
get a nice fucking lager down here as well. It's lovely.
It's hard to understand because we say everything all stupid. You talk
I
like
can't-
fucking retards.
I can't
Everyone
stand
needs
the way they talk
subtitles.
up there in that Boston area. They ain't.
Yeah,
they
learn
ain't
to talk
speaking.
like a real American boy.
God damn it.
Oh, ain't that
What the
funny?
fuck? Well, there she is.
What a twist!
She planned the whole thing.
Oh my god, she looks like the little girl that was kidnapped.
Oh God.
That's the
Why did you
Ryan
tell
Johnson
me?
twist. The Ryan Johnson twist is the little girl's the mastermind behind the whole thing.
Goddamn
That would be
mastermind.
it. Yeah.
Worship by twist. I'm pretentious.
I just want to now. I kind of want to see that version where she's telling him, "It's like, now you throw that stupid little doll mom gave me into that water right now.
The
You
kid's,
know,
the kid's holding a shotgun.
Get that
Or
money. You get
it
that
is like-
money."
it is funny.
I
that you
like
say
my
that.
new old man black daddy. He's the best.
It's like the
Yeah, I
prequel.
still
It's like the prequel to that movie Orphan or something.
I still get to have a white mom, but this one doesn't
Yeah.
do cocaine in his bathroom.
Old man black dad, can we have ice cream tonight?
Christ.
You'll get a leather belt and like it.
Please, sweetie, just call me dad.
I got video doll.
Like, just call me Red. Why do I gotta call you Red? It's because I'm Irish.
I got your
Gordo,
new doll.
Gordo,
and You're gonna like it.
basically laid out the plot for the sequel to this,
Oh.
the book sequel to this.
This is
without
confusing though
realizing it.
because these scenes have
Nice.
echoes, but we didn't see this in the movie. So I'm what's happened? What's new? With all this new information?
Does he still earn a freckle even though everyone else is explaining everything?
How many children have we seen destroyed?
I can't wait to see Morgan Freeman take off his fucking shirt and you realize he's just covered in those freckles all over his body. And you're like, ah,
I had to do a lot of explaining. Leaving the fuck alone.
I remember the first time that I saw this little girl, and I said I would not let her have a terrible life.
Morgan Freeman, I think he looks so much better with
Wasn't
like
your life
a
together?
mustache.
Yeah, trying to think of a film where he did
There
have
we
a
go,
beard.
man.
So that's the whole point of kidnapping her because she had a shitty mom. He feels like he's better.
Well, no, that's
to
not the
care?
whole point. It's like it's basically it's a mix of that and the money. It's a
Right.
combination of all of these things.
But the money's the
Well,
main thing. I mean, that's
well,
what I
plus,
thought, right?
He lost his daughter, and so
Yeah.
he thought, well, this is a way I can save a child. I can.
That was like honestly the main reason why I thought he was involved because
Yeah.
he showed up. The
Yeah,
first time
they
you see him, he's being an asshole, and then you find out shortly later that his daughter died, and you're like,
Basically, what it is, okay, Lionel overheard them arguing about this money they stole, and he's basically trying to find out how can we help. He goes, my niece is screwed now, like, and he's calling up Ed Harris, like, hey, what can we do? And they set up this whole thing about, taking her away so she can actually have a life. It's not really until his wife calls up Casey Affleck and Michelle Monaghan to get involved that it kind of throws a wrench in everything.
Yeah.
Because they start uncovering details that implicates them, and
because they were controlling the narrative with the two detectives and him, but then Patrick comes in and starts dicking around. That's why you get that little wink earlier from Ed Harris to John Aston. He's like, look, we got him where we want him. He's really smart, but we've got him bamboozled.
Basically, like, the little girl is the primary point, but the money was the catalyst that got it going.
Yeah. There you go.
And if it does, I'll tell him I'm sorry and I'll live with it. But what's never gonna happen, what I'm not gonna do, is have to apologize to a grown woman who comes to me.
Thing is,
and
though,
says
so
I
the
was
girl probably
kidnapped
would
when I
have
was
a
a
better
little
life,
girl.
but
And my
he's
aunt
doing what
lied
he thinks
to
is
to
right.
find me.
It's kind of the
Yeah.
double-edged sword.
It's
that
like
the
it's
truth
like
can be.
it's almost like reverse human trafficking.
Yeah, you gotta leave her. You gotta take her back to
bring me
mom,
home?
even if mom's a shit.
I know.
Right?
Because all the snacks and the outfits and the
I don't know,
family
man.
trips don't matter.
I don't
No,
know.
well, like I said, this kind of showing that sometimes the truth is a double-edged sword. It's like it's not
It wasn't
always
my family.
pleasant.
Yeah. Even doing the
I
most
mean,
principal
You
thing
knew
has its
about it,
bad
and you knew better,
consequences.
and you did nothing.
Damn.
Like if mom is I don't know, like literally endangering her, but mom is just kind of a fuck up. That's not reason enough.
Well, and the
Yeah,
hope
watch
that
till
you'd
the-
have
watch
is
till the
that.
end, though. Watch till the end, Enzo. I don't know if you might change your mind.
Well, realistically, I mean,
Mm.
granted, being social service coming in and taking her in, that's not necessarily going to be a great fate either. Foster
I
care
know.
is awful, but
Yeah.
there's still hope in it at least because there are good families that are trying to adopt out of foster care. It's just a question of whether that's what you get.
Mm.
A little bit of a crapshoot there.
To make it so powerful is the moral question because not listen, not everybody should be a parent. Simple as that. Just
Well,
because
it's worse too because Angie is a foster kid. Her life was ruined because because she went in the system and she's now begging Patrick. She just recovered from doing all that psycho shit she was doing in the first 4 novels.
Look at that, man.
And she's
So
just like
she's doing she wants her to stay with Morgan Freeman.
Right.
This is
She wasn't
basically
in on
probably where some more information about her probably would have enhanced this scene a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
Women
actually with
always
you.
make their fucking decisions based on emotions, and that's why they're fucking usually wrong.
well, I can't argue with that, my brother.
Think logically and be like, no, it's literally
Women,
not.
know
the
your
right
limits.
answer.
Yeah. He's right though. She's right though.
Don't make logical decisions
Colleen
that
is
men can do better
arsenic
at.
because
Stay in your lane, woman. Make sandwiches, not decisions.
The funny thing is
Colleen
when he
We're gonna
when
make
he
the right
fucking
decision, and we're gonna make
blew out
everything
the
okay.
child molester's fucking brains, the first thing she did was, I support you. You did great, 100%. Even though he literally commits murder.
Yeah,
and he's very clear that he doesn't think he was like, I couldn't have done. I
Right.
can't do that again.
But with this, she won't stand. She won't stand with him.
Parties and she smiles.
she's
But
gonna
yeah.
leave it. Oh my god, what a
You-
bitch! Fine, call her
You
bluff.
mentioning, but one thing, Toxic, you mentioning all this stuff about all the stuff she went through in the previous novels does make her character a little bit better in this movie.
Yes.
And I wish they had done films like this before they did this one, so we could get more context.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I was going to be a total, source material dick about it, I could scream and go, "This isn't the Angie that's supposed to be in the movie." But I
Yeah.
mean, it's fine. It's fine. I mean,
Where did that voice come from?
I will hate you for doing this.
Was you Kermit the Frog right there?
I thought I was trying to do what's his name from the Dune stream, the guy that was mad about Dune being changed ever so slightly.
Oh God! It's fucking Leon, remember?
Gosh.
Oh my god.
Those
Ends up to be
bloody
that one?
purists.
Yeah. Oh, but to me, this like what the ending for The Last of Us. It's such a great moral question where it's like there's no
Well, what would
right
you do, Chris? What would you do in Patrick's place? What would you have
fuck,
done?
man.
No, definitely the mom. She has to go back to mom. Sorry.
Okay, that's Enzo
Ooh.
comes out. What
I
about you, Chris?
Honestly, 20 years ago, I would side with the mom. Now, 20 years later, 42, I would go with Morgan Freeman.
What about you, Gordo?
I would send her back to the mom, but honestly, I'd probably go more with the social service route. But then again, I'm coming from a perspective of a family who has adopted. So
What about you, Luke?
Yeah, probably take back with the mum, but keep a fucking close eye on the mum. Make sure everything's dandy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if the mom was like, worse, if she was the Hector Salamanca type character, then no. I mean, there could.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree with that. Yeah.
You missed the anecdote because we were yapping and stuff with Dark Hour and stuff. But what set this off was the uncle. Like they went to the beach and they left her in the car, and she fucking roasted in the car and almost died.
Yeah.
Again,
so-
it's like if she was malicious, the mother, that's different. But if she's just a fuck up, it's not, it's like,
me,
yeah, she
the
might
fact, like-
accidentally kill her daughter, but I mean, that's better than, whatever.
I guess part of what sets me against leaving her with Morgan Freeman is it's not just that he kidnapped her. It's the fact it's how many people died to make this happen. I mean,
they're clearly the villains here.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of bad stuff.
People
led to
die
this.
every day, my friend. People die every
They
day.
do. They do. And you could argue it's like the majority of the people died probably deserved it. It's like, but it's
No, because even though because they're
dark.
criminals as well, but it's still kind of fucked up. But they're no better. They're no better than those criminals.
I mean, I'm sure you guys can guess what I would say.
I mean, the daughter is not like
kill 'em all.
screaming and crying because she's going back into mother's arms.
You tell
She's
that little
usually-
girl you're having Cookie Crisp for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
The daughter seems happy. Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
if it means anything to you guys in the sequel, the daughter's extremely angry at Patrick for having giving her back to her mom, and it leads
Yeah.
to the events of that story, in which, believe it or not, fucking Gordo, without knowing it, almost gave up the entire plot of the.
Oh my
sequel to this.
gosh, I
Don't
did
forget,
it.
this was Ben Affleck's
Daughter's behind it
decision,
all?
wasn't it? According to Ben Affleck, this film was more about the choice he makes and how he has
Yeah.
to live with it.
Yeah. In the sequel, the sequel takes place 10 years later. And
10 years later in the future, and there's flying cars and
Right.
fucking
Right.
everyone's got it's all sci-fi
Right.
Blade Runner shit.
Yeah. No, it's basically
Yeah.
it's basically the same thing.
I was
All
gonna
the
say,
bartenders are robots.
Sorry, I think it's some stuff.
damn, she broke up with him.
Sorry, you were a loser and a pussy. I thought it was hot when you killed someone, but then you like cried, and now I'm leaving.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
People-
women. That's women.
I always feel like people say that money isn't everything. Well, you've never been as broke as I've been. Trust me.
So
Money-
It's not everything, but it's damn near close to everything.
As soon as you start to feel bad for fucking killing homeless people, they'll leave you. They do.
Jesus
Yikes.
Christ. Damn, dude.
Honey, I told you to stop saying that. The neighbors have seen our streams and they are getting very nervous.
Oh, shit.
I'll
The
kill them
neighbors over there
too.
are like,
I'll kill them
Yeah.
all.
now they're probably thinking like, if Luke is really actually doing something about the homeless people around here, then hell yeah.
He's a fucking deterrent.
Keep bringing down the fucking prices, okay? It's fucking up my business.
I hear you. I hear you.
Who wants these goddamn tent cities around? Ew.
As a one skinny woman.
That's what we call meth Barbie right there. That's
Ugly as fuck.
Let's-
They suck a mean dick.
Reunited.
Jesus Christ, man.
2 minutes.
What do you think?
Yeah,
I
obviously
got a
he's,
job interview.
yeah.
You foiled my plan.
The TV's the babysitter.
I've given my
Oh.
children on public transit. I'm like, man, you're
Oh, she's
parents-
going on a date.
Yeah.
and guess what she's gonna do? Leave the daughter by herself.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Yeah,
just
she
date
basically
her?
was like
There you go.
she was about to tell her
Yeah.
friend like last minute that, oh, I need you to babysit. Just not responsible. And he's like, I'll do it. It's like, okay.
That's kind of the whole point. It's like Morgan Freeman's character would have give her like pay attention
Yeah.
to her.
Look on his,
needs.
I know. Look on his face. It's like, you know what? I just saved your fucking daughter for you, and you're fucking her off. You whore.
Well, the sense you also get is that she's probably been on a little bit of an interview circuit, maybe gotten a little bit of money for it.
Yeah.
And
Dude, and to be fair, like
what does
what
money
are
do?
the
It makes you
odds?
more of what you already are.
But also, like, what are the odds that this kid's gonna be
saw that
kidnapped
unit?
again? You know what I mean? Like, I would be thinking, like,
Funny
kid's
you should
probably
s-
not. You know,
Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that.
God. It's like getting struck by lightning twice. It's like, what the hell? Exactly. If I had a kid that got kidnapped and then I got it back, I'd be like, well, now we can just, you know, the odds of him getting kidnapped again are like slim to none.
The sequel.
I could do whatever I want.
Gone.
me outside.
Preteen gone.
Yeah. Drink a root beer, right? And cream soda. Is that what she's drinking?
What'd you say the
Yeah.
sequel to this was called?
Moonlight Mile.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have to get these fucking books.
Unless you don't mind.
Unless they're on YouTube for free.
You're gonna laugh when you read the plot of it, Gordo, because you're gonna be like, holy shit, I fucking spelled out the plot of the whole thing.
Tell us. What? We don't fucking care.
What if the listeners care? I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't read it.
Dude, if they fucking care, they wouldn't be watching this. You know what I mean?
Well, all right.
Yeah,
So
but the kid is she's 3 years old, right?
I think she's 10, I think, or 8 or 9 at least.
You think that's a 3-year-old?
I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
It depends.
in the book, in the books, she was 4 when she was kidnapped,
Yeah,
and in
that's
the
what I'm
sequel, she's 16.
Okay.
Damn, wow.
Weird.
They could make a sequel now, though. The kid will be old
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Except with the,
Rebel.
look at the mom.
Ah,
Yeah, the mom is
stupid mother.
mom is like,
Yeah,
let's
that's
go.
that's such effective storytelling.
Telling.
Like,
Yeah.
they didn't even get the name of the doll right the whole time. It's like,
Right.
I mean, it was close. You know.
I mean,
Yeah, children talk. They talk like idiots.
so yes,
Yeah.
she turns
Actually,
up.
oh my gosh! You know what you could have done there? She said the doll's name was Annabelle. This could have kickstarted that whole franchise.
Oh no!
Oh,
no.
Picture,
Oh, that film was
picture
awful.
the kid, you
Annabelle
know,
was
my
awful.
doll's name is Arabelle. Arabelle. And, you know, it'd be easy to be like, Mirabelle? Is that what you're saying? Whatever. I don't care. I'm working.
I don't care
Too busy
about
trying
your
to pay
life,
these
kid.
bills.
Those things are meaningless
So,
to me.
for the mom now, so the mom now has a fucking free babysitter.
Right? Yeah, because
That she ain't gotta pay.
Yeah, because he's guilty. So he's just like, fuck it, I'll just watch your kid whenever.
Yeah.
it's almost
You think
fine.
that was worth losing your fiance for? Huh? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So
I had
all right.
2000
You
for
be
Sean
crying.
Monaghan. And this bitch
Yeah.
ruined it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Takahide Kawakami.
So we'll go around. I guess.
Takahide Kawakami.
So Luca, how did you like this film, buddy? Northern English.
Yeah, I fucking love this movie. It's
Yeah.
it
I
is
was
really
wondering
well
if you
written.
guys
I know.
liked it.
Gord
I'm
said-
so fucking pissed off that not barely anyone I know has even heard of this film because it's so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any like I mean, you know, we'll start copying Lance. If you give this film fucking out of 10, what do you give this film? Why not?
I give it a 9 because I like the fucking moral ambiguity of it. I do, especially that ending where you can see he's living with it with the decision he made.
Yeah, but it's like, what? She's like, okay, so she got left home without a babysitter. I mean, it's
I
not.
know.
She's not the worst parent. I mean, she sucks, but I mean, shit.
I mean, she is a pretty terrible parent. She's a terrible parent.
Yeah.
There's no doubt she's a terrible
She's
parent.
kind of a total person as well. She is.
Like I said, she's just a fucking asshole. She's not like a malicious monster, you know, who's literally trying to torture her daughter.
Blue
Yeah,
collar, are we doing the low bar rating system? Or are we just
Well, trying something different. I mean, because we have new people on. Gord, because Gord, this is his first time on. Did you have fun? What was your motivation for this film? You told me, you said, Chris, I love this film, and I'm surprised. Like, I mean, I don't know all your filmography, but what's I mean, I guess how would you rate this film? What's your opinion on it?
So I would probably, like I said, I've only seen this now only, I guess this watch along is, I don't know if I would go full on and say this is the third time I've watched it because obviously we're breaking it up and talking about it during, but I'm probably somewhere around 8.5 out of 10 for it, which on my own personal scale, that means great. I'm not one of the people who says, oh, I never hand out 10s because nothing's perfect. I'm like, well, of course nothing's perfect.
What
10 to me
asshole would
just,
say that?
to me, 10
fun
just
of me,
means,
motherfucker.
I'm talking about a bunch of people, but it's like,
Yeah.
I get movies aren't perfect, but I'm like, to me, a 10 just means it's a masterpiece. It's more, it's a number to indicate an adjective. This to me, an 8 out of 10 for me, it's means it's great. It might be on the lower end of great. This is kind of somewhere between great and amazing. So I'm like 8.5. Yeah, I really love it. I think the dialogue is fantastic.
Nice.
It's really good character work. Its dialogue is not like there's subtlety to it. It's like there's details in the dialogue that tell the story that you don't even necessarily catch immediately, but on rewatch, you see how well crafted it is. I guess the only reason I wouldn't go higher is because I do think they probably should have fleshed out Angie's character a little bit more. But that's really the only, I guess, semi-major complaint I have, but it's not even that major.
Yeah. Oh no, great analysis, dude. So Enzo, this was your first time watching this, dude, and I'm surprised because all of us, you always have the most trivia. And so how did you? What was your ending? Like, how did you feel about the ending?
It was I was pretty happy with my gut reaction, my gut analysis. Like, I don't trust this person, I don't trust that person.
You called it.
Was proven pretty right. I gotta say, this was a great stream. A laugh a minute. It was very very lighthearted, and I think because this was so heavy and serious, this ironically ended up being one of the funniest losers lounges we've ever done, because it was so not funny. We were just
I think we were.
It extracted the levity.
Next up, Schindler's List.
Sometimes just bring up.
But yes, a good movie. Probably will need to watch it again. I'll watch it again with Mother. See,
I'll do a watch along of Schindler's List when I hit like 6 million subscribers.
Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews.
But
what's the German save on the gas bill? Fucking hell.
Anti-Semitism, the movie.
Oh no.
I was on one of these streams. I was like joking.
Lord Toxic is like, why did I turn my camera on? This is the last time to show your face.
I was like joking about
I have a
like
business to run. I have a business, Luke.
I was joking about these memes about the pizzas, the 6 million pizzas, and I did the math like on a stream. I was like, wait a minute. 6 million pizzas at 25 minutes each would take 300 years to bake.
If you tell Gord,
that doesn't make any sense.
If you tell Gord, I don't care about things like monetization.
I was like, I'm not. I don't say I was a Holocaust denier, but now because of the pizza thing, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
I keep staring at Wes.
Just call
I need to dig into this pizza thing.
Just
more.
call yourself. Just say you're a Domino's denier. That'll soften
Also,
the
speaking
blow.
of pizza, that's the other thing is, Barack Obama having his several $1 million worth of pizzas delivered to his parties and hot dogs.
I'm fucking crying.
Yeah.
Guy really likes pizza. What can you say?
Luke, you're going to.
I'm probably.
He was our president. Okay, show some respect.
I always value the fact that Wes.
Tell that to the kids on his fucking island.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ, dude. I always value Wes's opinion of the booklet. You said Wes, this is a flawless master.
I would call it. Yeah, I mean, I do. Of course, I agree with Gordo. I would have preferred, but I mean, how are you gonna? I don't know. As a writer, I don't even know how I would have done that. I don't think you can cram 5 books worth of what are they? Characterization and backstory. I don't think that you could have done that. How could you have done that with you know what I mean? Because and not only that, they take place over a space of years, and they give you backstory showing like when they're kids and stuff. So you have to just kind of infer a lot. I don't mind the watered down version of Angie, although when I did finally get around to reading these books after seeing this movie and found, I was extremely happy. I was like, oh wow, this is a really fleshed out, fascinating, complex character. I would have liked to have seen that. I pictured more like Carla Gugino in the role. Michelle Monaghan is gorgeous, but I mean, in the book, she's kind of described as like Italian and voluptuous. So I would have liked to have seen that. But
I often find myself picturing Carla Gugino.
Indeed. But yeah, man, I
Not
don't.
just in movies.
The little mini changes, the couple of race swaps and all that kind of stuff. I think for a directorial debut, I think this is pretty fucking amazing. And I really feel like Casey Affleck knocks it out of the park. I don't think there's a bad performance in this movie. I can't think of one.
No, definitely not.
I think everybody's operating at, and again, like I say, if you have good source material stuff, if you can, you can always make it worse, but I mean, it usually keeps it at a pretty high level. But yeah, I'd be remiss to say I wouldn't love to see them film the sequel, the direct sequel to this. I'd really like that to see that.
You never know. I mean, we had to get 35 years for Top Gun 2, and we're getting like this year we're getting Beetlejuice too. I mean,
yeah.
Who knows?
I mean,
out of all the unnecessary
They did a-
sequels, this
well, if they
this
did a
did,
sequel right
this
now,
deserves a
well,
good
how
one
many
now.
years since the last one? 2007. So it's been like what?
Yeah,
7
so-
more years? No, sorry,
17
It's like
years.
15. Yeah,
Jesus
15.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't have to. I mean, it's not explicitly like they could make it, so it wouldn't be. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this. I'm glad we managed to sneak. I realize it's not Irish Mob, but I'm glad this snuck by the Enzo censor and we got it in. And I really am happy that you guys got to enjoy this for the first time. Obviously, I would recommend anybody to get the Dennis Lehane. Anything he writes is, in my opinion, is great, but I do have a really soft spot for the Kenzie and Gennaro detective novels. I really like them a lot. So
Well, it's like Gord was saying, the thing is when these actors had to go up against, like, come on, look at these Titans, Daniel Day-Lewis. You had so many other great performances that year. So it's like you can understand how some things get overlooked, but like everyone here said,
for sure.
Ed Harris, man, holy fuck, Ed Harris. Does the guy ever put in a fucking bad performance, man? Holy shit, it's
yeah.
And
just even having like John Astin in for a little bit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, and the Haitian guy that we didn't know his name, and he's stellar in this. So
I mean, I would say
it's amazing what you can do on less than $20 million of a budget.
Right. I hope that movies go back to this kind of stuff. Solid 9.5 for me, if my opinion matters.
No, I'd say like I'll go with Lord Toxic, where I'd say like I didn't read the book, don't know source material. I would say a solid 9.5, and yeah, I mean, just there's no bad performances, and for me, the best part is the ending, because like The Last of Us, or like any kind of very good storyline, I try to be as balanced as possible. I see Casey Affleck's standpoint, but also see Morgan Freeman's aspect. Like they're both right, because there's no wrong answer, and
they're both in the right. Yeah,
and that's what makes these discussions so fucking powerful, is because it said we do see it both ways. This kid could have a better life, but she could have a fucking very worse life too. We don't really know, in a sense. Like you said, Toxic, in the sequel book, she was pissed off, but like this could go either way.
It's kind of the red pill, blue pill matrix thing. It's like, is there even a good choice? Is there a bad choice? It's like, I mean, in this case, I think it's very clearly asking you, it's like, is there even a good choice here? It's like, not really. And but he at the very least, he has a principle of, of the truth on, why he chooses what he chooses.
I definitely will admit that part of me is biased in the sense that, like, oh, will she have a better life because she has money? As a blue collar worker, as a guy working fucking the past month 7 days a week, trust me, I respect a better life with money. Money, it doesn't solve everything, but if your kid gets sick, I'm sick and tired of every Friday. Is this week my rent going to get paid? Is my buying the food for my kid? Is my car insurance going to get paid? Yes, it doesn't replace love, but like, boy, just like not knowing where your next meal is going to come from. Like I've always said before, people always say, Chris, why did you do drugs? Why did you sell drugs for? Because when you have a fucking a 6-month-old in diapers, just the fact of waking up in the morning, knowing my rent, the entire year rent's paid. No, my energy bill's paid. My car insurance is paid. It's just that satisfaction right there. It's all I wanted in life, man. But like, man, fucking knowing if like, if your heat's going to get turned off this month, that's a scary feeling. So it's like, I definitely have a more bias versus like money doesn't solve every problem, but it solves a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So, but thanks. Say Lord Toxic, you recommend this film, man, and just again, dude, your knowledge of the book is really insightful. And Gord King, man, said it's anytime, bro. You're always fucking welcome with us.
Oh yeah, this was a blast. I had a great time.
I'm amazed by
always welcome,
Enzo's,
man. You're always welcome.
I'm amazed by Enzo's insight into this story. He got. I mean, he basically solved it like almost right off the bat. Good on you. And then Gord King coming up with the plot for the sequel is pretty amazing. Even just joking around.
I said it during the stream, but look, we see it during Enzo's
Because I saw Ace Ventura 2. I was like, wait a minute. I know something's weird. Hire the detective. Yep.
I mean, the four of us have potty humor here, but like Enzo would see this on Quiplash. Gordon King will fucking said he's a master of like said. I'll say it again. He can say "fuck you" without saying the words "fuck you," and that is a skill that not many people can do that shit.
I
man.
mean, you say "fuck" like every other word, which is
Exactly.
also a skill.
I just to be really quick and cap us off,
man.
if since you guys asked, so
And
if
next-
you don't want to hear the plot to the sequel, just
Always
go ahead and
replay,
tune
bro.
out now.
You got to replay, man.
It's all right, Nix. It's okay. You
Yeah.
can always watch it.
Yeah.
So 10 years later, the Angie and Patrick do get back together. They have a kid, a little one. She is a stay-at-home mom, trying to get her law degree, and he's working more for corporate investigations, and it's taken its toll on him more than the streets does because he's a street guy working for higher end insurance companies and things like that. Aunt B approaches him on the street and just says, Amanda's missing again. And he's like, I'm not getting involved in that shit. You need to call the cops. Hell no.
16-year-old Amanda.
Yeah. And so we get into it, and he basically takes the job after he feels guilty because apparently Lionel was honeybunned and murdered in prison. In that order, I hope. Or hope not. I don't know. Just depends how you look at it.
Yeah.
So B's got nothing, and Helene has delved back into her criminal life. She's dealing meth, and Patrick gets involved, tries to find out where Amanda is, and there's a bunch of missing money and all this kind of stuff. And he's kind of dialed in on the fact that it's probably these kind of people that are in this lifestyle. And it turns out that it's actually Amanda has decided to rip off the drug lord and keep the money. It's these Russian gangsters. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
And she because she's sick of her mom's shit. There's a
Kidnap
great
yourself, bro.
Yeah. She and then Amanda herself kidnaps another child, a baby,
Holy shit.
from one of the dope heads. One of the dope heads was going to give the baby up for adoption or leave it in a dumpster, and Amanda needed the money in order to keep the baby safe and stuff like that. So she sets the Russian mob against her mom and her mom's boyfriend, and just manipulates the whole thing and uses Patrick as a smokescreen. They have a great dialogue where they go get coffee.
Yeah.
And she says, why did you give me back to Helene? And he gives her the same reasons he gives, Morgan Freeman. And she says, you know what, that's bullshit. Because, I heard another story, a story about you shooting a pedophile in the back of the head. Where was your moral majority then? How is that different? She's like, so it's okay for you to break the rules when you feel like it, but it wasn't okay for you to break the rules here.
Nick was asking Wes, that's a book sequel. So
yes, that's the book
Okay.
sequel, which I hope one day they'll
fine,
make
Mike.
either a movie or a miniseries or something would be kind of cool.
Ironically, there was a non-related, I think, TV series that came out the same year this movie came out called Moonlight Mile.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Well, I'll try to follow better suit than better YouTubers. I mean, Northern English, anything coming up, dude? I mean, we just did fucking 6 hours of Enzo's Terminator.
Yeah, no, we're doing Outcast.
You're
I
a
know I've got-
Terminator, right? What are you talking about?
That wasn't Enzo's. That was Luke's stream.
Poor Luke.
Right.
I know.
Enzo, keep going.
You know?
Wes was talking just as much as I was. What are you talking about?
We're hour into the fucking stream. We haven't even got a quarter of the way through the movie.
No, yeah,
yet.
that's I kept calling it out in the chat and in the stream. I was like,
Luke-
all right, guys, 2 hours in and we're halfway through the
Still
movie.
a fun
Let's-
stream.
Yeah.
Still a fun stream.
To be
It
fair,
was. I enjoyed it. I really
if you're
enjoyed
gonna
it.
fucking do a 6 hour EFAP, he picked Terminator 2 is worth a 6 hour
Yes,
EFAP. I'll
heck
give
yeah.
him credit.
Yeah.
To be
You just
fair,
gotta
yeah,
get
it was an epic one. It was an
you gotta get that lawnmower noise, Luke. So next
Let's,
time,
let's do
it
a
to him.
stream for Goodfellas, but let's keep it under 2 hours, guys.
Yeah, we'll go fucking epic with that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
if-
really
you
have to
got
get a lot
5
of coffee
hours,
down,
easy.
mate.
But Luke,
Let's do the Godfather trilogy, and we're gonna do like a
God,
90-minute stream on the Godfather trilogy.
Oh, you're trying to kill
30
me.
minutes-
You're trying
30
to fucking
minutes a
kill me
movie.
a lot.
I know, Gord, you posted recently because I'm playing Rebirth, but you're playing Final Fantasy 7. Did something happen? You posted?
Okay, so I wanted to actually start streaming specifically from my gaming channel,
Mhm.
and so on PlayStation, you basically you link your channels to your account and everything, but you
Yeah.
can only do one at a time. So I unlinked the main channel and I relinked to the other one. It still has not been verified for some reason. It's I'm a little worried that I'm going to have to basically nuke my gaming channel as is, which granted, it's only got like 30 some odd subscribers, so it wouldn't be,
It's
a
still, man,
tragedy or anything, but
sucks, yeah.
I've uploaded like 50, I've re-uploaded like 50 streams to that stinking thing. So having
Yeah,
to do it again would be kind of annoying, but,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it verifies within the next day or two so I can get back
Yeah.
to playing that, because none of my YouTube channels are linked to it right now. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But
Nice.
tonight obviously I've got the Beetlejuice stream coming up at
Dude, cool.
9.
I like Beetlejuice better. I think that sounds better.
Spencer, are you gonna be able to make that? Gosh. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know what time
I'll
the
probably
Scavenger's Reign
leave.
stream was.
I'll probably leave 30 minutes early and get on Scavenger's Reign 30 minutes late.
Gotcha.
Working. Who are you
Assuming
asking?
It's gonna be a 2-hour stream or something.
This guy does fucking 15 streams a week. Come on.
Yeah, he's in Enzo's in high demand. I don't even know how you
I had a
have it
funeral today. 4 streams.
He doesn't stop.
But,
Enzo, so what's tomorrow? We have fucking was it Space Invaders?
Space Invaders comes out on my channel. Here, let me get on camera. For
There you
you
go.
guys. I changed clothes.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah, so Space Invaders
new
is tomorrow,
laptop,
but
Mark.
also later today. Yeah, we're gonna be on Lance's channel in about 45 minutes.
Yep.
And then after that, at 8, I'll be on Gord King's channel. And then after that, I'll pop in on Diabolical Souls to talk about Scavenger's Reign episode 2. I'll probably show up to that one late, and instead of probably stick around for most of Beetlejuice, if not all of it, because that's
Beetlejuice is only like a 90-minute movie, so it
Yeah.
probably won't.
Oh,
take-
right. I'm imagining it's gonna be a 2-hour
Listen,
stream.
in
give or take.
2024, we finally get to see the
Fucking
fucking
beardy,
sequel.
bro.
I mean,
I-
granted,
I'm
there's
sure
a
it's gonna
lot.
suck.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that I think a few of my guests could say about it, because
yeah.
I know Adam and Babs is supposed to be on it, but I've heard she's sick, so she might not be able to make
Yeah.
it. But I know Adam and Babs, part of their love story is a mutual love for Beetlejuice. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, Adam and Barbara, exactly. I only got that recently. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Duh.
I
So,
assume his real name isn't that, so I was like, I've
No.
got the little intro for them where he's like Adam
Yeah.
Babs. I'm like, that's perfect for them. That's how I introduce them. That's great.
So Wes, I heard you finally made a fucking Twitter account.
I did. Yeah, I don't know how to use. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to. I got. Yeah, it's. I don't see what the big. I don't see what the big deal is about.
Yeah, honestly,
Twitter
dude,
X.
yeah.
It's really just. I wanted to see naked people for free, and all I got is you guys on my fucking Twitter. So I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
honestly, dude, if I make a YouTube channel, I wouldn't give a fuck either. I only did for the YouTube channel. That's it.
Well, when I finally get my fucking book shit done, I'll definitely I'll do like you guys, and I see how advertising on it could be very beneficial. So
Well, no,
I get
you said everybody here, like, you want to take some time off social media to focus on your book stuff, and like
Yeah.
anybody knows that, like, writing a fucking book, it's not easy, guys, to write a book. I mean,
No, you think you got it when you just do the story and you do the character and you do the dialogue. You think you got it all wrapped up, and then you go to send it to a publisher, and they go, "Hey, are these
Yeah.
places you wrote about real?" And you're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Yeah, that's against the law. You can't do that." And you're like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, everybody here knows. I mean, from Enzo to Luke to Gord King to myself, that people always ask me. Like, I've had a lot of comments like, "Hey, why don't you put up more video reviews?" I'm like, guys, do you understand? Like, everyone knows. Like, said, people, you may see a 5-minute review. I see 5 hours of my life. So like you said, Wes. Some people may see a whatever.
What's so funny is my hour-long we watches take about the same amount of time as these like 10-minute review videos.
Yeah.
So
So I'm assuming with Wes, some people may see a 400, 500 page book. You're looking at like 2 years of your fucking life, man.
Well, that's the crazy thing. Once I edited it down, it was originally like 800 pages, but then when I actually typed it up and edited it down, it only wound up being 300, and it took me like 3 years to write it. So, yeah.
edit. Spend lots of time editing your stories. It makes them better.
And then even then, when I think it's done, I send it off to Northern English Bastard. He proofread it for me, and he's like, yeah, hey, mate, no big deal. But like every day, he's like, oh, you made a mistake here. You made a mistake here. You need to fix this. I'm like, fuck.
We talked about Incredibles.
Yeah, like, you get that
yesterday.
release.
Yes,
You get that release, and they see all those mistakes. They were like, "How the fuck is this guy being published?"
Well, we talked about Incredibles yesterday on Cannoli's channel, and that's one of those
that's
great
right.
examples of like, spending a long time writing your story and having a lot of people like, knowing what works and what doesn't, and changing it and flowing with it and making the story as best as possible.
Yeah. I can say for myself, it's no complaint. I'm actually happy. This is Tuesday at 4:21 p.m. I've been up since Sunday.
420, bro.
And like the thing is, but like I'm not like it's weird. I'm not tired because like we do hang out with Lance. I hang out with you guys. You know, Wes. We watch Shogun and stuff. Like it's strange where I don't know. I'm running off no sleep, but I'm actually having a great time. So like I tell people all the time, I'm too busy to be fucking bored. There's so much
the
going
delirium.
on, man.
You're in the delirium stage
Yeah.
of your
Yeah,
insomnia,
yeah,
where
wait
you're
till
like,
it-
"I feel
wait till it
great.
catches up. Yeah,
I feel
when you're
amazing.
back-
I'm having a
Oh.
good time."
Did you guys hear Chris fucking ran to a fire hydrant while he's doing Uber?
Yeah, I may have actually almost fell asleep at the wheel this morning, but you know,
Yeah, he made it back with a big fucking cabbage in the front.
But definitely, I
Fucking
mean,
cat.
I don't expect high hopes, but yes, this week is Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. Will it be good? Probably not. But you know what? I'm hoping that at least to give Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd some more time than Afterlife. But like, I mean, again, Wes knows this. I'm not paying for it, so fucking why not go make a video on it? So,
Yeah, why aren't you paying
know.
for it? How is it you get to see these movies for free?
I have the
Blue
Regal
collar
app.
loser?
I can't. You're better ads than me. But yes,
I heard that you had that Regal app where you only pay so much a
like
month and
that.
you get to see as many movies as you would like.
$24.99 a month. And like I said,
$24.99 a month. What a great deal!
especially with New York State.
It's amazing.
Ticket prices right now for an adult man, it's $20 for a ticket, and the Regal app is $24.99 a month for unlimited tickets.
So
And-
you can literally go as many times as you want to go to the movie.
Exactly. That's
Oh
what I
my
do.
God.
For
That's
it.
amazing. Are there any other perks involved in that blue collar loser?
Yes, there's free popcorn, there's free soda, and actually, I did when I went to go see the Michael Keaton film. They actually have a Ghostbusters T-shirt. If you buy a T-shirt, you get a free popcorn.
All
It's,
with the Regal app?
Yes,
That sounds like quite a deal.
what's so much better than me? This
I'm gonna go get it
Someone
right
doesn't
now.
have the Regal app. They can't get
Yeah.
T-shirts and stuff, right? They get told to go to hell, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
actually like.
Yeah.
I have the cheaper version of the Regal app. I have just
Yeah.
the Regal Rewards, not the full Regal like
Yeah.
monthly thing that he has. And I showed that to them, and they take like 50 cents off and spit in your face.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm a Regal member. They're like, you're not a real Regal member.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
yeah.
You have like you're only allowed to sit on the sides of the theater.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah,
sit
you don't
in
even get to sit in a seat, you broke bitch.
But so guys, so
wow.
next week is the official end of our Irish Mob month. We all get to watch The Departed, which was a
Oh
fucking
boy.
what a goddamn good film, man. And as always, like I said, Gordon King, if you have friends, Lance comes on, Wes, but everybody's more than welcome. It's just time is always against us, you know, because everybody here, I know everyone on this panel. I mean, I say blue collar, but you guys, everybody here works actual jobs, and it is time's a bitch, man. But Gordon King, dude, thank you so fucking much for coming on, man.
Oh no,
Yeah,
thank you for the
great
invite. This
insight.
was
Great
this was a
insight.
blast. I
Yeah.
look forward to doing it again.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We're ready for Lance's stream of his Nielsen ratings, and all right, guys, we'll see you for the.
Let me
Departed.
know if random shows up. I got to give him an
All right.
apology because I'm such a toxic asshole.
I didn't realize you were the director of American
Yeah.
History X.
Actually, I won't
all
say
right.
that. Tony K, you can go fuck yourself if you're listening.
Yeah.
Fair play,
Is
man.
it-
Fair play.
Tony K, you damn pot stirrer.
We
Anyway,
start
this stream was brought to you by the Regal app, guys.
Yeah, we should start making a catchphrase. I'm not sure what it is, but you know, we'll figure something out. All right.
Regal app.
Again,
Blue
stream
collar